Danny's hair.
I figured you would.
This is Ball Busters with Liz, Danny, Brando, and Todd.
Hey, kid!
Welcome to Ball Busters, a show for fans by morons. From Who's Hot? Who's hot? Who's hot? Oral Roberts. To Who's Not? Who did they beat?
Ohio State.
Ohio State. To what's on the menu for the tailgate and everything in between and all around. I'm your dual threat quarterback, Danny Feedback. Lining up way too close behind me is our running back, the guru of good brew, Brando.
Hey, let's drink some booze.
Flanked out wide is our diva receiver, Big T, Little Odd.
Here I am.
And our star player, MVP of the Ball Busters, the one and only Liz Taylor.
What up, what up?
If you have a sport, chances are we will bust your balls. Come on now.
You should have said Buckeyes beat.
Yeah.
Buckeyes lost to Oral.
Yeah.
Wow, you can actually lose to Oral? I thought that was only a winning situation.
I thought everybody was a winner, right?
Only you, Todd. You get the
Only you
participation trophy.
Oh, wow, I like that.
You're a winner.
You don't know me.
So what's been going on this week, Liz? We missed you last week. It was tough getting through without you, man.
My best friend James was in
Woman.
town. We went to this really cool bar downtown Orlando. It's called Cocktails and Screams. And it's like a horror theatrical bar, if that makes sense. Like Elvira will come out and talk to you, and Beetlejuice.
Horror or horror?
Horror. No, not horror.
It's like it's themed about.
These are cool
I'm
places.
past that, Danny. I'm past that.
So it's like themed about scary movies, kind of.
Yeah, like you walk in, there's nothing but like scary masks on the wall. Like they only play horror theme horror, not horror.
Thank you. Clear that
Theme
up.
music. People go on stage. They play like what's that instrument?
Accordion.
Did everybody serve you with
one.
like huge buck knives? Like
No, but
here's your
they would
order.
they would dye like the drink like blood red, and then they'll put what was it called, the ice, the
Dry ice?
to make it like bubble and like steam out the entire drink.
cool.
It's a really cool bar. I highly recommend it. We should all go.
They have
What's the name
vampires?
of it again?
Cocktails and Screams. It's like on Pine or Vine Street.
You had me at cocktails.
Well, that's a
Speaking of
no-brainer. Come on.
speaking of cocktails, how were the bloody cocktails?
They're very like so there was
Leave a pause there, Brando.
There was actually like a quote unquote speakeasy in the back, but they sold like absinthe, so you can do like shots of absinthe, and
It's a buzzword.
Oh, don't blow their
yeah,
cover now.
it's really
Remember,
cool.
those
I
are-
mean,
those are-
they say it's
Investigation is being
yeah,
open.
they say it's a speakeasy, but I'm sure it's part of the
Did you
whole
see
thing.
Deshaun Watson there, by any chance?
Oh,
I was looking for him. I did not see him, unfortunately.
I couldn't say it. I'm sorry.
We'll stay away from that one until later.
Never.
Well, what Todd was going
It's
for with that, but
allegations.
No, I wasn't even into that. I just what y'all wrote into there. I'm like,
Todd
I
exited
felt I
stage
was
right.
headed to Atlanta.
Are you going to talk about
Sorry.
this naturally born legal situation? NBL?
That's a good one. I didn't think of that one.
Oh, yeah? Well, start us off, Todd. Come on.
Ready to go? Oh man.
Here's Big T, Little Odd with the NBL and the NBW of the week.
All right. This week's NBL NBW is brought to you by 3B Debris Removal. You've been working from home for a while because of this terrible pandemic, and you might have found some clutter you want to get rid of. I mean, maybe it's, who knows what it is.
Old
It could be
trampoline?
anything. It could be Aunt Peggy wants to get a new refrigerator, but she can't deliver it. Call 3B Debris. They'll go pick it up. They'll bring it to you. They'll get rid of whatever you want, stuff that you don't cherish. he can find the place to get rid of it.
Do they check the refrigerator before they remove it?
My ex-wife.
Whoa. Well,
I've never been married. I'm just kidding.
he does have paperwork. If you sign a clause, he will take care of that for you, okay? I mean, he's... All right, let's get with it. So 3B debris is where it's at.
Yes.
All right? That's where it's at. I mean, he's going to take care of all your needs, all the stuff that you're like, hey, I need to go pick something up that I'm really not sure I should pick up. People might profile me.
Oh, no.
He's willing to do that for you. He will get rid of the stuff that you don't want to get rid of, that you're
talk
just
about that-
too scared to touch.
Reminds me of that baseball player with the 21 pounds of...
Well,
Oh, wait,
that's
hold on,
not
talk
what we're
about
talking about, all right? He's not going to do all right. You can reach
Well, let's talk about
3B
Drew
debris
Brees
at
later.
3B3Bdebrisremoval.com or call 321-263-9697. Mention Ballbusters for a 10% discount. Hell, call Ballbusters. I'll come help Rocco. All right?
I think they have tried. That's why if they I don't want to. They're going to need more of a discount than that if you're showing up.
I don't know. My good looks go a long way.
He makes really good hot sauces too.
Rocco,
Thank you.
Yeah, Rocco does.
All right. I want to do a little history
Utah.
today. 1942, March 18th, two black players request a tryout for the Chicago White Sox. Anybody got any guesses there? No? Jackie Robinson and Nate Moreland.
That was 1948.
42.
42.
That's right.
Dang.
It's like the end of...
What happened when
World
the
War
request?
II
World War II. Yeah.
Well, it's like,
Beginning.
yeah...
or
there's a
World War One.
beginning- I might date her. That's World War II. World War
Yeah.
I was like 1918.
Yeah.
That was like right after World War II. 42.
Yeah. No. it's
D-Day,
World War
D-Day
I
was
Yeah, I think it was after
D-Day was
still
42.
going.
wasn't D-Day.
D-Day was in 42. I
D-Day
thought.
was 41. I thought December 7th, 41.
I think it went on
1942 would have been during
I
the
know,
middle
but
of it, though. That
yeah,
was
but
when the
the
Japanese
Pacific
jumped
War
in.
was still
Yeah.
going on, though.
Yeah.
So, all right. Let's keep it cruising. 2018, March 18th, the Greek gods named their first Portuguese god for his 50th hat trick. He owns, in my opinion, the greatest watch collection, an oh-so-hot wife, and the greatest abs on the planet. And that's Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, he's sexy.
he is, man. That guy's got it going on.
Todd, what's going on over there? Are you touching
I mean,
yourself?
I'm just having a good time here.
You're blushing, dude.
Ronaldo's one of those cats, man.
Looking for his lotion.
He's,
Yeah,
he's like a David Beckham. It's like, you're like
Your face
Matthew
is as red as
McConaughey.
your
You can't
Dude,
help to
right
have a
there.
crush on that person.
when aren't my face red, though? Hey,
It rubs the lotion on.
it puts the lotion on. Anywho, enough of my... Let's get out of my head here. You're killing me.
You just got
You're
sperminated.
killing me.
He's trying to.
on
All right,
Ronaldo.
March. I didn't put any words down here. I think it's March 18th, 1990.
I didn't put no words down there.
Put 94.
I'm guessing.
One of the greatest basketball player of all time ends his 17-month NBA retirement. That was Michael Jordan when he signed with
Magic.
the Wizards.
The Wizards. That's what it was.
Washington.
94 was...
I
Oh,
know.
no.
I was
Now you're talking like
I forgot
98
to
or
put the year
something.
down. That's what I
Yeah.
was talking about. I forgot to
Yeah,
write the year
17-month retirement would have been
down.
when he...
98, 99.
Something
Is that
like
when
that,
he
late
gambled
90s.
and he got suspended
Maybe
from
it was
the league, so
92.
he decided to play baseball?
Yeah.
I don't
He
know.
played for the Warriors in like 2000,
No.
2001.
It was before that.
The Wizards.
The baseball was in the middle of his Chicago career.
Because of
Yeah.
his
Between
gambling
the three
addiction,
peats,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was also an amateur golf player, I think. He's a pretty good gambler.
Aren't they all amateur golf players?
He'd bet you out of your shirt.
I wouldn't bet against Michael Jordan.
All right. Has anyone ever seen a bear play golf? Well, I have one. What the hell did I write here?
I don't know what we're going.
1978, we have a golfer.
Wait, hold on. John Daly. Does he qualify? John
He-
Daly?
1978, we have a
I mean,
golfer.
as a bear.
He didn't drive his car off a cliff, though.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Laverne and Shirley.
But he did win the PGA Players Championship on March 19th, 1978. And that's a golden bear, Jack Nicklaus.
Oh, that bear.
That bear. It's a good bear. It's a great bear. Oh.
Jack Nicklaus.
Yeah. I think I'm going to leave that one.
Oh, man. Buddy.
I'm going to do it anyways. We have a natural-born load shooter. Or lewd and lascivious
That's the
limp.
first clap he's gotten
I'm
from
not
the
sure.
audience.
Yeah, load shooter. I like it.
That's
They liked
Deshaun Watson.
They liked it.
Oh, well, that got quickly overridden. Yeah.
I know
You
where-
finally had the crowd on your side, Todd. We
Happy-
talking about the
happy
owner of the
endings.
Patriots again?
Well, he was trying. That's why he wanted to come to Miami, so he could have gone to that same massage parlor. He was trying to get down here just for that.
Should have went to New England.
The part that upset me was that he was reportedly to be doing have some of these masseuses do some anal play on him.
All right. Okay. He's a little adventurous. I
Yeah,
like this
he's like-
side
he's
of
out
Watson.
there.
All right.
There is a G spot in the anus.
Tell us more, Liz.
There is.
We need to know how to find this thing. Should we?
No, you guys have it too.
Oh, is that MapQuest?
Oh, maybe on myself. We'll see.
MapQuest. It's on Know Your Body app.
Figures out how slippery I get later.
Bring the coconut oil out. Where's the dildo dart?
In our winner this week, we have a natural-born Loyola. Loyola? I can never
You don't
say
even know
this
how to
fucking
say it.
word.
Loyola.
Well, he did it.
He did it right.
Loyola-
Say it.
Loyola.
Brando did it.
That's
basketball
right.
team?
That's right. From Chicago. And that is for their 101-year-old sister, Jean. She continues to be a good luck charm for this team. She has been the team chaplain for the Ramblers since 1994 and is an important part of their basketball program.
That's what all nuns sound like to me. You know, I'm not
She's a
rooting for this
basketball
at
coach?
all. 13
No.
years of
She's
torture.
a
I don't want nothing to
chaplain.
do with
She's
this
a chaplain.
lady.
She's a chaplain for this basketball team.
What's
So
a chaplain?
They go in there, they pray, they bless them. And it's, she's,
That's
Catholic-
a
it's a Catholic school.
That's a
yeah, it's a
thing?
Catholic school,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
She's like a super nun.
yeah,
Super-
she's become famous for being an old-ass nun.
which is
prayed for
what
her
you're going to be
Ramblers.
famous for one day.
Give her credit, Todd. Give her some credit.
All right, who prayed for her Ramblers to be successful. And, hey, these Ramblers rambled all over everybody because some prayers were answered in 2018 NCAA basketball tournament. When the 11th ranked Ramblers upset number 6 Miami
Okay.
Why are you?
in the first round, and then they toppled number
learned how
3
to talk.
Tennessee because she clearly was a better volunteer.
It's because Pat Summitt's not at Tennessee, first of all.
In the Sweet 16, they beat number 7 Nevada. After that, they beat Kansas State in the Elite Eight.
Okay, Dr. Seuss.
Well, the miracle run came to an end
Do you eat green
when they
eggs and
came
ham, though, or
against
what?
Michigan Wolverines, and they lost in the Final Four, 68-57. So was it happening again?
So what's the acronym on this nun? She's a natural born.
Natural born. Shut up.
Loyola.
NBW, natural born witch. That's what they are.
I can't. I can't. All right, y'all guys are killing me. Where are we going here?
All right, Todd.
We are sitting here. I don't know where you're going.
We got to work on the segues a little better, but I like how you attempted to slide out of there smoothly like sandpaper.
Sure.
Sandpaper. Come on.
All right, now that Todd has finally closed his mouth, we're going to step aside, but stay right there because when we get back, Brando is going to explain us why May's flowers were brought to us by April's golden showers. Think about it. You're listening to the Ballbusters.
Yeah.
everybody has a special lady. And mine is my doña, my mama, my grandma.
You're listening to Ballbusters.
First name Donya, last name Daisy. If you don't know her, she one hell of a lady, and she made those who made me, that made me more. All the love and care you gave me, made me yours.
back
Made a mark
with
in our
the
world. 8 months in the world.
Ballbusters.
Now you ready?
Oh, man, we've had a busy week. So much stuff going on. It's hard to keep up. It truly is madness here in March.
Truly.
There's only... Oh, I like that. Another future sponsorship.
Ah.
The only way to find out what's going on is through the guru of good brew.
Let's get it on.
Tell us true, Brando.
Let's do this.
Here's Brando with This Week in the Headlines.
All right, sports fans, we've got some awesome news this week. Let me tell you what, guys. Let me tell you something right now. The Dolphins are straight killers. All right? You hear that?
A bait fish. That's it.
Yeah.
That's a scary dolphin.
Yeah. Only because they haven't turned on you yet. That's the only reason why.
Flipper means me no harm.
A pack of dolphins moves up quietly. You don't hear them until you hear their blowhole right behind you.
I thought they're called a horde.
I got bit by a dolphin in Cabo, actually. So
How did it feel?
I have the scar to prove it.
How did it feel?
In a
a
pool.
dolphin scar?
In a pool. Yeah, all over my arm.
They got like people teeth too.
yeah,
Where they'll
it
attack.
hurt.
They're most
So
likely to
they're,
attack.
They're dangerous.
Did
They
you
are
try and finger his blowhole?
It was you can only swim with female dolphins because a male dolphin will wrap its
female bit
genitalia around you and try to rape you.
Well, Danny, we
dolphin
found the
fight.
place you need to go. I heard you're into this right here, Danny.
All right, let's get the rest of these headlines up for you goons ruined my bit. There is a guy. Drew Brees retires. The latest trades. WTF NFL. What the fucking is going on, man? There's so much going on. We're going to try and cover some of that. Does anyone care about the redhead? Dalton is a bear.
No.
No.
The Red Raider?
And also, guys, there is a Beyond. And Deshaun Watson found that Beyond part of Bed Bath & Beyond. We're going to talk about that. It's getting hot and sweaty. March Madness. But we all know that the Magic are the ones that are going to cut down the Nets, baby, because they already did. Magic won over the Nets recently.
That was a nice one, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, they beat the Nets?
Yeah.
You got that on.
Yeah. Right on.
Like, was everybody present?
It wasn't even that close of a game, Liz. The Nets had plenty of opportunity to get back in that game, and
Was
they
like
just could
everyone
not
playing
sink a
for
shot.
the Nets? Like,
Well, except for Durant, I think, right?
Yeah.
When I was watching, it was,
why is he
it was
always
Harden
hurt?
and Irving.
He's been having he's got what does he got? He's got a bone spur?
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's because he's 1,000 feet tall and
Yeah.
as big around as the
Yeah.
Planter's Peanut guy.
Yeah. and he runs like
That's irrelevant. So was a Deepa Doa Daka, the Greek freak.
Yeah. All right.
yeah.
Speaking of
Todd.
big freaks, Cleveland native Stipe Miocic is in trouble with a capital F.
Oh, no.
Yeah, as Francis Ngannou goes for a second title shot against the current heavyweight Stipe Miocic, who currently holds the most title defenses in UFC history and won over Francis Ngannou. They're going to be matching up here pretty soon for a title fight. That's interesting stuff. Khabib officially retired. Official.
Yeah, he's not. He's coming back.
Until he comes
He
back.
hasn't
to do
been. He still
another
has his
match.
belt though. Dana White is clinging on that he's coming back. I mean, only
Everybody's
thing we can
clinging on that
do
he's coming back,
is
except
we
for
can maybe get the magical
Everybody in
nun,
the lightweight division.
Gene, to make a prayer, make his mom die, and Khabib will come back.
Oh,
like,
Todd,
I don't
come
have
on,
to
buddy.
honor anything anymore.
You were just making some points with the women. We have 2 women listeners, and you were just starting to win them over. Right, Liz? Just kidding.
No women listeners.
Listen, Heather. They're only women listeners. And, so, guys, you guys ever hear about how we're going to talk a little bit about NASCAR. You ever hear about how NASCAR got its name?
Fast car.
So, is that a beach in...
Todd, you got it all wrong again.
No one's going to guess. I'm going to have a go at it. Come on.
At a beach in Daytona, a man named Cletus said to his cousin Earl, "Hey, man."
Oh, God. Cletus and Earl.
Cletus is such a that's a
a
typical
hick,
Florida
too
name
hick,
though.
yeah.
That's a Florida name.
Cletus, his cousin Earl rode by in his new ride, and Cletus said, "God damn, man, that's a nice car." And Earl was
Talk about
walking into this.
Talk about going down on a submarine right there.
You don't know. It could have happened.
Should I tell a Pollock joke?
Well, not another one.
No,
Please. Especially not with our recent Pollock champion, Danny Feedback. And look at Danny's hair
I
tonight,
thought
guys.
you were just talking about.
I got headlines. Look at Danny's hair tonight.
I
Doesn't it
know.
look fabulous, Liz?
It's a Pollock perm.
I know you're joking.
And he's got the Tom Cruise aviators on too. Really setting him off over there.
Yeah.
It's tough being across table from
Brando
Brando
looks like
here.
he's about to go
yeah.
skiing.
Yeah. Just call me the Iceman.
I'm getting you guys set up right now. I got to light a cigarette for this, man, because the Dolphins are coming at you. That Dade County D is back, baby. And we're coming for your team. None of you guys are safe. Let me tell you, the only person safe at this table is our producer, Dirk McCoy, because he's a Dolphins fan.
Oh, come on.
We are going to fucking
wow.
murder you guys. You guys ever been
I was
torn
born
to
into
pieces?
it. I was born into it.
You've been torn to pieces by a pack of Dolphins? You haven't.
It sounded like this.
By one.
Get off me, Flipper.
That was Todd screeching as a young lad as the Dolphins ripped him to pieces.
First
That's
of
why
all,
he's not a
I
Dolphins
am
fan.
too white to be, or too pasty to be in the ocean.
They would think
I
you were a
look-
fish
I
because
look
you're
like a
the
lure.
color of a fish.
I'm like
yeah,
a
you're
lure.
a red-headed beer lure.
I'm like, I don't know. You want me to go out there and surf and
confused
sit
you
on
for
this
a mullet.
board with my
Big
little
old
lures
flopping mullet.
dangling? I'm going to get ate up.
Natural born lure.
Yeah.
So the Fitzmagic left, guys. He went to Washington football team. That's a pretty good move. Not good for the Finns, though. I
I
didn't
think
like
it's
that.
a good move.
I didn't like that. But it's good that they're letting Fitz carry on his legacy. You know, they're letting him ride since they're going to bring him in as a backup. Tua is their guy. They picked up a durable backup, Jacoby Brissett from the Colts. I think that was a good, stable move, but I don't think it's an answer to our quarterback question. But we did a lot of other stuff. We picked up running back Malcolm Brown.
Can we stop right there though at that though, because I think it's a great sign for you guys, because you've had Deshaun Watson beaten down at your trying to get you guys.
He was
and
he was trying to get
your team.
All right,
team.
We'll
has,
talk about that later.
I know, but
Yeah.
your team has done enough research to know better, and they decided, which makes me think that they've done enough research on Tua. The Tua is the answer for you guys.
I like to think that.
I
would.
know, but you don't. You don't have any confidence in that.
I think they brought in running back Malcolm Brown. I think what they're doing, they're making tweaks. It's very methodical. It's very well tuned. And they're not doing anything flashy
and
or crazy.
Miles Gaskin. They're going to run the ball more.
Yeah, they got Gaskin back there that he already likes to touch out to. Now they're bringing in Malcolm Brown, who's a good 3rd-and-1 guy, a little bit bigger. I
He's
think
a good catcher. He's a good third
he's
down
a good
back.
catch.
Yeah.
He's a good third down back. And if you put both those guys back there, you don't know. He's got both directions of the field. It's going to be tough. They also brought in a new cornerback, Justin Coleman, to give us some experience, which makes me think this is my prediction for the Dolphins draft, we're going to bring in a good cornerback early on.
Where did Coleman come from?
Coleman came from the Lions.
Okay.
And he's a slot cornerback. He's an
I-
experienced guy. I think he's going to stay on the sideline and coach our guys and make us better.
You don't. I like that, but I would think as your first pick, I would go after offensive lineman.
We might, but, I mean, we need an experienced offensive lineman now. I don't think we need a
Tua's young. He's going to have some years.
I think he needs protection now.
I mean, if you're looking to win right now, it's not going to happen. The Bills are the super strong team.
Listen, let me tell
you need to prepare for when the Bills start to slump. Y'all are going to be number one.
Right, but listen, check this out with the Bills. Okay, we got a deeper bench. They just picked up Trubisky. Jacoby Brissett is arguably better than. Think about if it comes down to, let's say it comes down to Brissett versus Trubisky for some reason. Josh Allen is a running quarterback. I mean, anything can happen, but our defense is so good. We also just picked up Bernardrick McKinney. That guy is a monster from the Texans.
What position?
He's going to play wherever they're going to put him in. I think he was playing. He was in the linebacker, center or side.
Can I?
He's a very flexible player, though. He could play a lot of positions.
I would like to say something about Brissett, though. Is Brissett Brissett, how many touchdowns did he have last year as a backup?
I don't know. It's a good stat.
Probably close to 10.
Wow.
Because they got in close, they rushed Brissett.
Yeah.
They brought Brissett in.
He's a big guy.
He's a position quarterback.
He kind of reminds me of a Charlie Batch, dude.
No, that's Charlie Batch never did nothing.
Are you crazy?
He played for the Steelers.
Are you
That's
out
what
of
he
your
did.
mind?
Crap is what he
What
did.
did you do, Todd?
He didn't suck. That's for sure.
I mean, it's like putting him next to Cordell Stewart.
Another Steeler.
We also picked up Robert Foster from the Bills. All right, that guy's deadly, dude. Special teams, speed, wide receiver, runs the jet sweep, dude. I mean, all right, that's another big pickup. We let go of Isaiah Wilson. I hope that guy's all right, but they let him go. They didn't even really get him fully on the team. He was going to be a strong improvement to our offensive line.
So do you think that
we also picked up what's his name, Fuller.
Yeah.
So we're looking good, guys. Picked up Fuller from the Texans as well. Gives us a deep threat, breakaway speed. You guys are in trouble. That's all I'm saying. You guys make any moves? There's a lot of stuff going on in the NFL. You guys want to try and sort some of it out?
I'm not in trouble because we're in a different division.
Doesn't matter.
You got to get through Kansas City and the Bills before you can talk to the Bucks.
Ooh, wow.
I like that. A little confidence from him.
All right.
I wasn't ready for that.
I'm just saying. I mean, we might meet you in preseason, but what I was getting at is, do you think that Miami is gearing up like they got one of Buffalo Bills kind of nick players that they're going to go for like a Josh Allen type of offense where they're going to be more up tempo, more gadgety? Do you think that's what's going to be their strength with Tua? Now that they brought,
I think we're going to go for a quick move the chains style offense. That's what I think we're going to do.
And then strike deep. Yeah.
Yep.
I like that. I think that'll be fun. I always like watching Dolphins. They're always contenders.
Speaking of striking deep, there is a God. Finally, Drew Brees retires. What do you guys think is going on at the Saints?
Crab legs.
Yeah, you think crab legs is coming?
Crab legs are coming
Crab
to town.
hands?
Dude, that guy can throw the ball. Jameis Winston is a stud. He needed to get out of Tampa, get a little heat off of him.
Yeah.
And Peyton's a smart cat.
Yeah.
He foresaw this. I think that's going to be a good mix.
I was very sad to hear that he retired.
Dude,
I grew up with Drew Brees, you know?
Yeah.
Drew Brees is...
He's like the same era as like Ben Roethlisberger, Aaron Rodgers,
yeah,
literally, and it's sad to see that type of football player kind of like fade out. But
Yeah.
it's exciting to see what new ones can come.
Let me ask you a question about Drew Brees. Do you ever
I always liked him.
do you remember him with a mole on his face?
No,
Okay,
He's
then you
definitely
don't
a mole.
know Drew Brees.
Oh,
Yeah, you
damn.
do.
Wow.
I don't pay attention to his
fired.
face. Like
when
you
he
do.
played in college, he had this big old hairy mole on the side of his face.
Okay,
And then when he went pro,
he got it
was one of-
removed.
He did, but
As
No,
he
Oprah
should.
rubbed it
I know,
off.
that's
You
all
don't
I'm saying.
remember?
I followed him that long.
rubbed it
where
off.
he
Oprah
was-
I
rubbed
didn't
it off.
follow his
dominator.
beauty
real.
techniques.
I love Drew
Really?
Brees.
I
man.
just followed his. I didn't follow his beauty techniques.
So-
I just followed him as a player.
Not just that, but he healed New Orleans when they needed to be healed.
Hurricane Katrina.
Yeah, he
They
healed
won
them.
that Super Bowl like that year. Like it was crazy.
There was
So
a lot.
back to Danny's story. Do you think that maybe Deshaun Watson should have talked to Oprah since she can rub a mole off?
Oh, cool.
He might not be in so much trouble.
Brando, you got it all wrong.
This is retarded. You're 2 for 2 on being retarded tonight.
Oprah did rub that off, though, just so you know. Breeze came on the Oprah show, the
Yeah?
great O, and she went to rubbing that thing off.
Was Dr.
dude.
Phil there?
I'm telling you. No, I think this is prior Dr. Phil, when he still had hair. Yeah, that long ago.
Isn't Dr. Phil an actual mole?
No,
Like a living...
Drew Brees.
I like that.
No, for me, Drew Brees.
He
is
grows
one
on you.
He's one of those quarterbacks that he was great to watch, but I'm happy to see him retired because he has hurt the Tampa Bay Bucks so many times. And he's always been. He's going to retire. What, number 2 in passing yards, number 2 in touchdown passes.
It's right behind
number 2 in a lot of stuff, and he's behind Tom Brady, which the guy just doesn't seem to age. He's like Father Time.
He's got
he just signed a 4-year, didn't he?
No, 2-year extension or a year
I thought
extension.
it was 4. I thought
we
it
got
was
him
4.
for 2 more years, I think. No,
I think there's some sort of talk about 4 though. There's a conditional thing or something.
I mean, if he can play till he's 75, I'm going to take him. Okay.
Yeah.
Number 1 draft pick.
75-year-old Tom Brady.
I mean, what would Miami say? Be like, hey, we got Tom Brady in the blocks. You want to take him from Tampa?
Yeah, we'll take him.
Right. Or Pittsburgh, right?
I think he's happy. He's out of our division now.
I'd take Tom Brady any day.
I'll tell you that.
And his wife.
That's what I hear.
Take him
Okay, there we go. That's what we're
To the Beyond part
now
of
we're
Bed Bath
getting
and
into
Beyond.
some hot sauce.
Yeah. So, what are some other big stuff? Juju's staying with the Steelers. You excited about that, Liz?
It's mixed emotions. I like Juju. I liked him obviously better when AB was on the team because he wasn't getting double covered because AB was. Screw you, Todd. I just hope he can stay off TikTok and actually focus on making a play. Like this last season, like he didn't do shit.
I
He
feel
really did.
That's because Roethlisberger was rubbing butter all over.
No,
everything.
Roethlisberger, he made the throws.
So those
Nobody
big old
caught the ball.
Roethlisberger
That's what it was.
For me, it's irrelevant. For me, if I was Juju, this would be the time to take my Juju elsewhere and get rid of all the Juju that was putting
He
pressure
could
on
have gone
me.
to the Ravens for $1 million more. It was Kansas City Chiefs, the Ravens, Steelers, and what was it?
I know, but
one more team.
But Pittsburgh
Ravens.
has a lot of pressure on you,
Chiefs.
like Dallas does.
It's the
They're a
Chiefs.
heavy football city. I think it's a good. I thought it would have been a good move to leave. Go to Baltimore.
I don't know.
What do you know, Todd?
No.
Why? You have a
Don't go to
superstar
Baltimore.
athlete.
You
from
have the
greatest
Ravens and the
athlete in
Steelers,
the
who are
league,
two of the biggest rivals.
and
Like
they
you would not
dominated
leave
you.
your city to go play for the
Plus, he's
rival.
just
That's
not-
a shitty move.
He's not right for the Ravens, in my opinion. Like in a way, you know, I don't think so.
I don't
He's
know.
still
I think-
young.
I think that's what maybe
He's
the Ravens
immature.
were missing. They were missing a slot.
Well, I'm not saying
receiver.
they don't need him. I just don't think he needs. You know what I'm saying? Like he's got a team that he's comfortable with.
I know, but you're talking about him like he's Hines Ward.
No, I'm not. I'm saying as long as he stays like
Or what's his
mature.
name? Is it Hines or?
Hines
You're-
Ward? Yeah.
you're talking about him.
that guy was. He's for me. That is Mike Evans of Tampa Bay kind of player.
Yeah.
Well, it is. He's always been there. Just makes it happen when you need a play. That's the guy you go to.
And Hines Ward also
Juju,
retired as
I know,
a Steeler.
I know, but Juju is not that guy. He's not going to be that guy. You got to
Obviously,
find that
he's not money hungry. He would have gone to the Ravens for $1 million more. He wanted to stay in Pittsburgh, so I respect that.
He was scared.
That's
He was
loyalty.
scared of Baltimore's defense even being on the same team. He's like, they're going to light me up in practice. And I'm like, I'm going to. He's like, no, thank you.
First practice, he gets injured.
Yeah.
That too.
Sorry.
All right, guys. So a lot going on in the NFL. We're going to talk a little bit more about that in Danny's segment. But let's talk a little bit about Deshaun Watson. Did you guys hear that he found the Beyond part of Bed Bath & Beyond, and he went a little too beyond?
Oh, I like that. All right. Okay. I'll cue it
Yeah.
up. Okay.
Yeah. Yep,
All right.
yep. So yeah, I mean, like, here's my take on that, guys. I mean, how are you upsetting the massage parlor girl? I mean, she only needs 2 minutes to give everybody a happy ending at the end of the night, at the end of the day, at the end of the hour.
Is that all it takes you is 2 minutes?
I mean, these ladies know where that G spot is.
Depends on how soft her hands are, to be honest with
You know.
you.
I mean, they're trained professionals. So that's what I'm saying. Like, what did you do to upset? Todd's got a little inside information, Dr. Todd. Todd, what did you tell us earlier? He was requesting unusual.
I heard
Responses
that,
from these masseuses?
the third accuser. I was reading this,
Okay.
and it talked about how she was forced to
Milking table.
get involved with this thing with her mouth, do a little oral, but also that there was some anal play in there.
Yeah. All
I'm like,
right.
oh,
Yeah.
Maybe
I mean, if you leave a woman with a finger that stinks for 3 weeks, She might report you.
She might report you. It's a good call. Plus, he owns that sandwich shop. You know that, right? In Detroit, the Detroit-style Phillies.
Do you have a Cleveland steamer on there?
He might have been trying to invent a new sandwich, and that's what got him in trouble. We don't know yet. He's got 12 suits against him.
He was definitely concentrating between the buns.
Yeah.
Do you think that this would affect his contract?
That's a good question. I don't think so. I think.
Or do you think the Texans would release him?
I think he's done
because of this.
I think he'll contract something. Yeah.
But
If he keeps this up.
but with the Texans,
The gift that keeps giving.
You kind of wonder, when 12 counts come out from one law office.
13. I read today
20
13.
something I heard now.
Jeez.
Oh
There's
wow.
more pending, I thought.
Okay,
I might
so
be
the
wrong.
whole that's the whole Me Too. I don't agree with it.
I don't think it's me too. I just think that they piled on him that he's weak. Apparently, he has a history of this because other people are coming
He's
around
probably
him.
paying these girls too to shut up.
Well,
and
he
the same girls
probably
are
should
going
have
out.
tipped better at the time.
Maybe he was trying.
I mean, if you said,
Maybe
"Hey,
he was buying
here's $1,000,"
I don't know.
that chick ain't gonna say nothing.
Maybe he was trying
She'd
to
be like,
tip.
all right.
1,000.
Maybe he was trying
Whatever.
to tip
I'm just
better.
saying.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
come on.
And that's what got him in trouble, Tom.
1,500. I won't say anything.
It's going to make
All
it
right,
difficult for
okay.
someone like me to find an establishment like that.
Yeah, what he was saying, what Todd was saying. So one of the attorneys that was on this morning said that in addition to the 13, there's 10 other women that are still debating on whether they want to be part of the circus. So that's the thing is, people
I
can
hate
say
that.
Me Too all you want, but some people, they don't want to put their lives in this situation and be part of this. But when you got 20-something women that all have the same story, that's not Me Too. This guy's a serial fucking offender.
It's a class action
So,
lawsuit at
are
that
you
point.
calling this a tightrope?
It's the same thing with Bill Cosby. No one wanted to
circus,
believe
right?
it when it was Bill Cosby, but then you can go back 20, 30 years and see complaints that women made that were either brushed under the rug or thrown out in court. And then you go over 30 years and you go, these women don't know each other and they all have the same story and it's never been public before.
There has to be some truth to it.
And
Yeah,
that's why I
exactly, yeah.
don't like Jell-O.
The same thing. I will say,
Pudding Pops, come on.
I opened for Ron Jeremy in stand-up comedy
God.
years and years and years ago. And he was with me, to me, and to all of the comics that were on the show with him. There was me and two other guys, and he paid for our meals. He paid for everything. He was a super, super nice guy. So I just thought that he was just that guy. And then when you see the stuff that comes out about him now, and I'm like, he was nice to me, but obviously the guy's you can't refute it.
I've been to pool parties where Ron Jeremy was there when I was in the industry, and he literally came up to me, grabbed my tits, everything, and I'm like.
Thought it was
What am I?
acceptable.
I was like, okay, it's Ron Jeremy,
the buffet was open.
whatever.
But that's the
he
thing
can
I'm
do
saying.
that, right?
I didn't see that side of him, so I just thought he was a nice guy. But when you got 30 plus women that say that this guy's a piece of
He's a
shit, then
piece
I'm
of
going.
shit,
I guess.
literally.
Then I guess he is.
All
Here's the
right,
thing.
let's get off. Of
We don't
calling
quite
people
know what he
terrible
was.
names.
We don't quite know what the situation is or what
I
he's.
know.
Let's get off of Ron
no.
Jeremy because you just got off of me.
No,
Okay.
listen.
Is that why your hair looks so?
We can call Ron Jeremy a piece of shit. He's never going to live outside of a prison again.
Right.
So
Right.
it's not.
But I'm talking about with Deshaun Watson, but and we don't know the full details of it. We do have that situation at hand, and we're just kicking this around. But whether or not it would affect his contract, I think was the question Liz asked, and I would think that teams will still want him, maybe sponsors. I could think of some funny commercials where he's at Bed Bath & Beyond with his girlfriend. And he's kind of slipping away, and she can't find him.
You don't know me.
And then it's a hallway, and there's some drapes, and there's some candles lit, and there's a woman comes running out screaming, and he's there with a sandwich or something, and it's a commercial for the Detroit Philly. What better?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
there's
room
a Philly cheesesteak sandwich.
I mean, he's got his own. Yeah, like a Philly. He was just trying to do something funny with the sandwich. He can cover up his own mistakes with his own ads. He doesn't need sponsors. You know what I mean? He's got sandwiches. And then you've got other teams that are still going to want him. They still want a stud quarterback.
A stud, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
if you can have him, though.
look, NFL players have gotten away with literally murder.
Beating their kid.
I mean, how long was
who's the fall
Patriots?
guy for him?
How long was the Patriots guy?
Aaron Hernandez.
Aaron Hernandez out there.
Oh, let's keep serial killers out of this conversation, okay?
But
Okay, Ben Roethlisberger. He supposedly raped somebody. He still plays.
Oh my God, we just got her to flip. Did everybody hear this?
She flipped on everyone.
I said supposedly.
She did say supposedly, allegedly.
And it was in a town where
got
the
a
number
dick
one
in a
mental
box.
institution in America is at.
I think
Yeah.
there's one of those in every town.
No, it's the number one. It's in Georgia. It was a Georgia town. I forgot what it was.
Atlanta.
but- No, it was south. It was south.
Come on.
It was way south.
I
gotta
think this
be
is
nice
the number
here.
one mental institute that we're in right now.
You should never name out
Come join us.
the greatest places to go
We'll
to
accuse
for
you of
all your
rape,
dirty needs,
amongst
all
other
right?
things.
Name out Creighton, Nebraska, or something.
What?
What do you know
I
about
don't know.
Creighton?
Oh, we shouldn't be joking about this.
Oh,
guys.
okay.
I don't
yeah.
know
Oh, they
anything about
easy.
that.
Creighton, yeah.
You lost me.
I know that's right.
I was just gonna say, you talk about this back room at Bed Bath and Beyond, and it makes me think of that beaded curtain room at the video rental stores in
Yeah.
the '80s.
Kinda like
Or
that.
it's like
Where you go
right
jack
next to
off?
like no.
Dirt would know about the Jack
whoa,
Off theater.
So Blockbuster Video pretty much killed those. Blockbuster killed those because they were going with the family angle. But back in the '80s, before Blockbuster, where you had chain places,
Yep.
you'd go in there and like right next to like
strip
ET,
mall.
there's like a little room with a beaded curtain. And you go
Yeah.
back there, and that's where all the porn was at.
That's where Beyond's at.
Liz,
Yeah.
Liz, tell us more about this place you're talking about.
I thought it was like you can like rent a DVD from like a porn DVD from a place and go in the back room and jack off and then hand the porn
No,
back.
we're not doing what Pee Wee did.
She's talking about jack rooms, and yeah, those still exist in
They
parts
do.
of
How
Miami
do you
and
know
New York.
about
Yeah.
They do.
Because when we went on tour to New York for the first time, Chris Cucci kept saying he was going to take us there and he was going to pay for all of us just because he thought it was funny. And we didn't go.
Was that Bruce Springsteen song?
Yeah.
Glory hole. You know what I'm talking about? Glory hole. Yeah.
Glory hole.
I was in a DVD one time. It was called Glory Hole something something something.
I think you've been in more than one DVD.
Only one glory hole.
Oh, the
One
nostalgia.
glory hole.
The nostalgia. So March Madness, guys, it's getting hot and sweaty. And not as
It
hot
is
as
now.
Yeah, for real. March Madness. Let's talk about these upsets, guys. Ohio State Buckeyes got upset by the Orals of Robert. I'm sorry, Oral Roberts. Yeah.
Who doesn't like
Where-
Oral?
Good
where's
transitioning here.
Where
This is the
is
whitest
that?
white
I like
guys.
this.
Huh?
Where's
Where's Oral
Roberts?
Roberts?
In the glory hole. Of course.
But who doesn't
Go
love
past
Oral,
the beaded
right?
curtain.
Robert? Yeah, no. I mean, I don't know.
Robert must love Oral.
Somebody doesn't love it. Right. All right, guys. We got about as silly with that one as
Or
we
is
could
it
get.
Bob? Robert? Maybe it's Bob.
Oregon State knocked out Tennessee. Syracuse upset.
Oh, they didn't upset anybody.
San Diego State. North
Hey,
Texas took out Purdue.
Hey Todd, do you know what Bob means?
West Virginia. West Virginia knocked out. And West Virginia's still in it.
Oh,
Rutgers
we have
upset Clemson.
bursting news here.
Todd, so what's going on with you? It looks like you have bursting news.
I'm sorry. I was like reading this bursting news and didn't know when it was going to start bursting.
Oh my God! This segment of Bursting News is brought to you by Clear Rear. Guys, it's getting hot out, and it's that time of year. The mosquitoes are swarming, and the butt starts warming. Are you bothered by hot butt sauce?
You know, every day.
Danny is. That treacle between your cheekles, you know?
It can go down right and hotty and muddy right down there.
What is going on?
All right.
Brando is turned more red than your shirt. This is out of control.
Oh, my God.
Whoa.
Oh, clear your...
Things get messy down there.
Oh, man. Why be swampy all day, you know? Clear your rear with Clear Rear's powerful water jets. Clear Rear will shoot a cool stream up your derriere.
But what about your tank?
Does it clean that too, Todd?
I think it does.
It's called an enema.
All
So
right.
get rid of that butt clutter with Clear Rear. Clear Rear. And Todd, tell us about this bursting news.
Oh, the bursting news is VCU was eliminated in the NCAA March Madness because they had a COVID call.
Oh, shit. So
Yeah.
Oregon advanced?
Oregon advanced.
Whoa! That's big for
That's
Oregon.
what happened. all that.
Damn.
That's a great ad.
So
dude.
what's VCU? Where's that?
It's
Virginia Commonwealth University.
no.
I looked it up, Todd.
Is it? It's
Yeah, 'cause
I
we're
was right.
Hey, hold on. I don't.
No,
I remember
I know.
when we were
Todd
talking about this story and somebody
second-guessed
said they would
himself.
look it up.
Well,
I know what he did.
I was right to begin with.
Yeah,
I
Todd
thought it
second
was
guessed himself.
BCC where Shaka Smart came from, but I was wrong. I thought
So we
that
get
was
some
right.
we got some big games coming up in this NCAA tournament that's going on right now. March Madness, UCL and BYU is coming up today. We got Norfolk State versus 1 seed Gonzaga. All right, guys.
They're always good,
some great games.
Gonzaga. They've never been able to seal the deal though.
but they're always good.
We got Ohio versus Virginia, 13 seed Ohio and 4 seed Virginia. We got a 9 seed Missouri and an 8 seed Oklahoma. So you got some fun games coming up tonight. What do you guys think about UCL versus BYU?
I'm going to UCLA. I'm from LA.
Yeah, Liz
so.
going UCLA.
I want to ask you a question. You know Gonzaga so well. Name a player that came from Gonzaga.
I don't know.
On the
She
spot.
I know,
Wow.
dude.
I'm going with the
I know
Mormons and
Duke.
BYU. Sorry.
Okay, so we got a potential bet there.
And I'm sad Duke's
Danny?
not in it.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm
you guys,
going with
You guys got a
BYU.
bet going on
you
here?
guys want to put
BYU is going to play smarter basketball in this. UCLA just came off.
the game's at 9:40. We could settle this bet tonight, maybe
Well,
late night.
I
I'm
ain't mad at it.
I'm Bruins all the way.
All right, guys, that was a good segment of sports. Yeah,
I still want to bust your chops on the Dolphins. I don't think the Dolphins have done enough.
dude.
Were
you
There's
not
plenty of time
listening?
coming up. There's plenty of
Were
time.
you
coming
not
up.
listening? We haven't even drafted yet. And look what
Fish
we've
out
done.
of water.
We got 2. Did you hear that? We've got 2 top receivers coming our way, and a running back to strengthen our backfield. We've strengthened our defense. We've done great money management. We still got money to spend. I'd say probably $20 million. I mean, we're looking fucking good, guys.
With Jacoby Brissett?
Brissett's a backup.
well,
He's
but-
not the.
Yeah,
Tua's the starter.
I mean, the quarterback
Okay,
still
with
is the
Tua?
question. This quarterback still a question.
Either?
But, all right,
Tua's
but you don't know
gonna
how good Tua could look next season. I'm not saying he's
I can see Tua with your tight end Gesicki.
Gesicki, yeah.
Yeah,
Gesicki.
He's not even your number one tight end. Y'all had another tight end.
we had
He
another guy,
replaced
yeah.
him because the other guy
Yeah.
got hurt.
Yeah.
But I can see his kind
I
of
think that
movement, how agile he is, that Tua and him are going to start getting off. Now you have Fuller. If Fuller's healthy, or
Out of his suspension.
if he
Yeah.
doesn't have any ongoing issues.
What was the medical and the drug that he was using, Dr. Todd?
Something that was illegal.
Thank you, Dr. Todd.
I'm
No further questions.
I'm a part-time physician.
No further questions for Dr. Todd.
A voluntary.
Full-time
position.
dumbass.
Next time you
Get
get
us
a
out of here,
boo-boo,
Danny. Get us out of here.
All
Smell
right.
those wings
Call.
cooking. I'm
I
hungry.
know. All right. Well, thanks, Brando. Not for the sports news, but instead for finding a beer that no one has ever heard of, let alone tasted. I'm sorry, guys, but I took a peek at what we are about to drink. Have you guys ever heard of a beer called Stick Around? You're listening to the Ballbusters? Woo!
Niggas will kill for $1 bill. Hearts made of hollow still feeling follow ill. Got in games till they locked in chains. Rotten brains, plotting schemes for the type of change that can stop the rain. I cop and slang, I cock and bang. They drop in pain, now they know I'm not for playing. I'm crazy, but I'm not insane. I show niggas love, but the love they show is not the same.
You're listening to
Invisible bully, fully
Ballbusters.
motivated, know they hate it. I hate a figure, cause it shows in all they faces. I was born to make it.
You're listening to Ballbusters.
Oh, are you ready to chug on some brews or maybe sip some brews? Because these are high-class beers. And chow on some gourmet wings?
Yeah, man. I'm ready.
Oh, buddy, I see this lineup you got over here. Look at this. You got 3 tall ones and then one guy that doesn't have feet. You see him? He's just hovering there?
Yeah,
He's
the-
just hovering. Oh, yeah, look at him. He's just hovering there. Just one beer hovering,
That's
dude.
a solid 4-pack holder right there.
Yeah, I thought I was being creative there. I got the 2 16-ounce cans on diagonal corners of the 12-ounce cans.
Are those bird friendly?
The packaging,
Yeah.
the plastic tops.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. Maybe if birds nest in them or use them for nests, perhaps. I have to check with the PETA Foundation.
You know,
on
like
that.
the 4-pack beer that
Yeah.
the holding is like always.
They call them
gets caught.
dolphin killers.
Dolphin. Oh, there we go.
Fuck you, Danny.
They do call them that, right?
What have the Browns done for free agency?
Oh, Browns, pretty good. They've actually. Wait, you're jumping ahead.
Can we talk about the
Oh, wings and beer now.
I don't think the
Easy.
Browns
What
have
about
ever
the
killed any
Steelers?
dolphins.
What about the Steelers?
Not like a 4-pack plastic holder.
Oh, that's true.
All right,
Yeah.
guys, let's start off with this sci-fi hamster wheel. Since before the break, Danny told us about a beer with a name you've definitely never heard before.
Just ruined it.
You took the wrong one off of there.
You should have picked the short hair first.
It collapses to
And
the
it
table.
looks sci-fi. Like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I like the art on it.
What does it look like, Liz?
Sci-fi. It looks like a bunch of hamsters running through like one of those houses with like the tubes. You know what I mean?
Oh, they go into Todd's butthole? You're talking
I
about
was thinking more like
Who was that actor?
I was thinking
Who
more
was
of
it?
like
Who
a
was it in
Richard
Chicago?
Gere.
Richard Gere.
I was
Richard
thinking
Gere.
more of like a
Gere.
soul,
How do those reputations
a
start?
soul car
Those-
vehicle movie. You can get with
It's,
this.
Allegation.
it's 6.6% alcohol.
My butthole. Come on.
Not your butthole. This beer.
They just nibble. It's supposed to feel really good
Speaking-
if you knocked your teeth out first.
Speaking of the hole we all eject from, does anybody want to chug this via that way? Because I'll give it up if anybody
Everybody
wants it.
ejects from my butthole.
It's a 6.6% India
It's an
Pale. I don't know if
IPA.
you can get the IBUs through that side. I've never tried.
Is it a West Coast or East Coast or
I'm not even sure.
New England?
It's from Compton.
I'm not even sure. Pour it out. Let's check it out.
Wait a second.
Temecula?
Is it from Compton or is
I
it
got-
from Brooklyn?
Yeah, it looks
Where's
hazy,
it from?
kind of.
I got this at Sunseed Market. Shout out to Sean at Sunseed Market in
There's a
Cocoa Beach.
fancy one.
This is a Buffalo. Oh, this is Thin Man Brewing Company out of Buffalo. Yeah, these guys are good.
All right,
Speaking
I
of-
remember Thin Man.
Speaking of Buffalo,
You brought
you're-
one of those in
Yeah,
before.
you've had some Thin Man.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
the Trial by Wombat. You liked it.
Oh, okay. All right. Brando is dialing up the beers here. Liz got a whole bunch over there.
I know. He's trying to get me drunk.
Man, all right. Finally.
Well, see what happens.
Yeah, what happens to Liz when she gets drunk, Liz?
Oh boy,
I don't think
I have a
I've
great
witnessed-
time. I have a great time.
Do the people around you have a great time?
Can you at
Yes.
least hand me my?
Yes, they do.
All right. Thank you, Brando.
Todd actually got
Let me see the
Todd got a decent
can
pour
here.
tonight.
Can I see the can?
He's excited that he got some beer.
I know. I was like, man.
Not a sip.
The way you were pouring them heavy, I'm like, man, there's no chance I'm getting in here. I'll be like the little brother left out. That's what I was feeling like.
Dirk keeps giving you a full size cup. I keep just switching it out with the little cup. Dirk keeps bringing you the big cup.
That's because I'm a drinker, Brando.
Aren't we all
A dreamer.
a drinker dreamer?
Yeah, you're not a very successful drinker.
Oh, damn.
Is that aiming that at me? I
I'm
can't
not
tell.
sure.
You just
Are you
chatted your
cross-eyed? It's
glass
kinda hard to
against
tell.
a microphone stand, glasses falling down over your eyes.
So
This is fantastic.
it smells amazing.
What's going on over
it's got
here?
a sweet orange juice aroma.
Sci-fi
Oh, that's good.
hamster wheel.
Oh,
this is
man.
That's
Great. Just
really
the
good.
name is awesome.
It's not like
No, it's
too
light.
hoppy.
Yeah.
It's not too hoppy at
Light,
all.
juicy,
Oh, yeah.
smooth,
Oh,
a little bit
love
sweetness.
it.
When you smell it, you smell like it's
How
sweet
often do you
for
smell it?
sure.
What do you smell?
Every time before I taste it.
Hey.
It tastes like a mimosa with like a hint of hops in it.
It's like a
Yeah.
scratch and sniff.
Yeah. Scratchy and
All
sniffy.
right, I'll play.
Let's have a wing. What kind of wings? What kind of hot sauce you got? These aren't Danny's specialties. These are from another.
No,
another
we're showing what the competition is here in the wing sauce world. So this is actually a Christmas present from the great Liz Taylor. She got me a nice Swift burn set of hot sauces. So I brought a couple of the pepper sauces. So today is
Yay.
chipotle versus jalapeno. All right, we're seeing what pepper you like better. Now I know going into this,
on a stick.
I believe that the jalapeno was one of the more flavorful ones to me. But this chipotle pepper might be a bit on the hot side. So I'm just warning you going into it, all right? maybe get the extra beer ready. You might need the extra beer. Dirt, I'm talking to you. Careful with that red sauce.
Which one are we going first?
So the jalapenos on the probably go with the jalapeno, the green one, because I think the other one will be a little bit hotter. So we'll start with this jalapeno.
Green, I thought that was just grease. I thought that was standard chicken.
The green neon sauce will go with the sci-fi beer actually very well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is what aliens eat. Right before they crash.
It's
How
like
many
the blood.
aliens do you know?
It's like the.
Well, not as many as Bob Lazar. You know what I mean? And that guy was telling the truth the whole time. It finally, I knew it, and finally it's validated. Well, let's not get off the subject. I don't want to get into alien
you're good
sports
with that one.
talk.
I think
you know what I mean?
Because what's that guy's name?
Bob Lazar.
Bob
This
Lazar.
sauce
Is
is
he
hot.
alive or is he dead?
No, he's alive.
Okay,
He
who
just
was
doesn't
one
like
of
to
the
talk
first-
anymore.
One of the first alien sighting people there were that had this thing going off that ended up passing is actually a UFC fighter. Angela Hill was their great grandparents. Had one of these weird sightings. I'm sorry.
So, guys, we're going to transition from that nice 7% IPA over to a Hefeweizen. Hefeweizens have a nice banana sort of.
Isn't that German?
Yeah, they're German. That's called Weisenheimer. This is our traditional Hefe. So Hefe, wheat yeast, Hefeweizen. Hefe means yeast. And you got to really use the real Hefe yeast to really get a Hefe.
Are you serious?
But
Not serious. Jefe means,
yeast, yeah.
unless you're Spanish, jefe means boss.
Yeah. Well, the yeast is the boss of the beer.
Okay, that's all right. Well, that makes sense. That's
Very good.
So the Hefe is, I think, a nice transition from a hazy IPA if you guys are session drinking, because you can go from the orange, tangerine, mimosa flavors of the hazy IPA, transition to the banana, clove type flavors of a Hefe. It's just a nice way to roll into your next beer.
So, Brando, are you a beer flight guy? If you go into a place,
I sure am.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like bothering the bartenders because I've been there so many times with a busy bar, and everybody's ordering flights. It's really fucking annoying. Just order a pint of beer if that's happening. Be nice to your bartender, even if you're tipping good. And,
if you're Jewish,
if you just get a pint of beer, you like a lager.
Now, is there a proper way to order? If we got porters, stouts, IPAs, lagers, is there a way to order them? Because sometimes I get these beer flights and I just go random. I don't know which are the 4 or 5 I'm really going, but you should probably start weaker and then go stronger, or how would you do that?
Generally, yeah. Start lighter. Start with your lagers. Open your palate up. Get your palate warmed up. Plus, the lager is a nice beer. First beer at the end of the day, I like to either go with like a lager or something totally extreme, like a freaking Russian Imperial Stout. Just go ahead and knock that buzz into place. But when you're doing a flight, when you're thinking about the flavor profile, lager, your lighter ale, your more rich flavor, then your sour, and then finish with your sweet. Your strong dessert-like stout. If you kind of think of it about like a meal, because it's liquid bread, you can bounce around like that. And you can always throw a lager in the middle, too, so you kind of clear your palate, go back over. However you want to do it. It's all good.
All you guys.
But yeah, what do you guys think of the Hefe? We're rolling through this, and I haven't had that jalapeno sauce, but that chipotle sauce is pretty steamy. I like it.
The jalapeno is mild.
It wasn't very jalapeno at all.
At all.
Okay.
I got more. Yeah. It was good though.
Now,
It was
did you just
tasty.
crack 2 cans of this open? Is this
I
what
did,
happened?
yeah.
Ooh, it is banana-y.
Yeah.
Now that you mention that,
Like the aftertaste of it.
So it's a
That's
banana
good.
bread beer.
And it's not too carbonated.
Well, it's the actual. So when you use the Hefe
really
yeast,
good.
the real German yeast, and you cook it at the right temperature for the right amount of time, the esters you get are going to give off a banana aroma. So it's really more about the aroma there.
it's good.
Unless it's a combination of both.
That's a strong aftertaste for sure. And the banana comes out. It's
I
like
have bursting news.
What?
Bursting news.
Go ahead.
It saddens. It it saddens me. LeBron James out indefinitely for Los Angeles Lakers after suffering a high ankle sprain.
Oh, dude, she stole
Whoa,
your.
That's
Are
gonna
they
that's gonna
also
change.
missing-
That's gonna change the whole dynamic of
They're
this
missing
now.
Davis too.
Yeah,
Man, how bad Harden should have stayed
oh
with
my
Houston.
my heart hurts.
If Harden would have stayed with Houston, they'd run through LA. They got Utah, but Utah can't win.
I cannot believe that.
High ankle sprain, 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
At the
That's
most.
That's basically
playoffs.
Yeah.
That's coming back in playoffs.
If they even make it to
He's
playoffs without
265
Anthony
pounds.
Davis and LeBron,
You're not going to get 48-minute cardio back or 60-minute cardio back and that quickly at his age.
You're really going to doubt LeBron?
he's older. I don't know.
I'm going to
Wow.
doubt the injury report because I know LeBron will still show up. He'll be back in 3 weeks.
Okay. All right.
I hope.
He'll have to be.
I mean, he
because
just had the All-Star break. You even a lot of these guys chill out.
I know,
to the
but they've been
playoffs.
losing a lot. They've lost a lot of games, so they're the
AD's
chance.
not in.
Well, the chances of them getting out, AD's out.
Yeah,
Now you lost LeBron.
that's the whole team.
I mean, who's there? Not Kobe.
Not Shaq.
Yeah, not
Oh,
Shaq.
Shaq
I mean,
and Kobe?
They're done.
Kobe, how my ass tastes. Everybody.
Oh.
Kobe, how my ass tastes. Yeah.
Yeah.
You couldn't do it without
Kobe
me.
on my ass.
Kobe, you couldn't do it without me. Kobe, you can't do it without me. Everybody. Kobe, tell me how my ass tastes.
That's so horrible.
That's good wing eating music, ain't it?
Oh man, LA's out. They're done.
Nah, they'll be
No,
back.
they're gonna struggle to make the playoffs.
Oh no, they're okay.
I think so.
No, it's no problem.
There's lots of
No, I'm
problems.
telling you, no.
First problem is that haircut, Ibra. Okay? That's the first problem we have going on here.
I don't think he knows who Ibrahimovic is. You should look him up, though.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic. He played
It's a
for
Swedish soccer player.
Yeah, he played for Milan.
Played for everybody.
He played for Milan and he played for LA Galaxy. Then he went back to Milan. He's really good. He was the best player in MLS when he played in MLS, which was like 2-3 years ago. He was amazing,
He's tattooed up like a detention desk.
and he has a little man bun.
He made the man bun cool,
Popular, yeah.
but it's still not cool.
Yes, it is. Don't talk to my husband
I
like
don't
that.
think it's that cool.
All right.
I mean, are you a sumo wrestler?
See, now I think that's a better comparison.
I mean, but that's the same hair.
Yeah, I do believe. Yes, that's why I did it. Very inspired by NHK Newsline, channel 473
I don't have that channel.
on DirecTV.
473 is adult porn on my.
Oh, easy now. Hold on a
I
second.
do know that number.
Which Todd is heavily inspired by.
That's true.
Thanks for specifying.
If they're showing, I'm gonna want to see. I'm sorry.
All right, we got to crack into another beer, man.
Yeah.
We got to, you know what I mean? A lot of stuff has happened since the last beer. LeBron is hurt now. We got to, console Liz over here.
I mean, nobody was doing bursty news.
And I
for
was a
Richard
Laker fan,
Hamilton.
when Lakers sucked, when Kobe
There
retired.
you go.
Like,
Getting
I
petted
was,
with wing hands.
Yeah, I hate you. I was a Laker fan. I didn't,
I can't be a
hate
Laker
you guys.
fan. I don't have the ability.
It looks so. It's so
I hate
cute.
you guys.
I've always been a Celtics fan. I don't
I
think
love
I've
petting
ever,
people. They don't like being petted. Dogs like being petted. People don't like being petted.
Women are not dogs, Brando.
Oh, depends which one you're talking about.
Are we talking
That's
about
true.
dolphins again?
Our drummer's back again. Nothing goes in a blowhole, Todd. I've told you that before. That's why it's called a blowhole.
Dude, this one's rainbowy. Or rusty. Is it rainbow or rusta?
Oh,
There you go.
Todd, maybe you've had too much.
Yeah, Todd's
oh, he just got cut off.
Just maybe you've had too much, Todd. Have you ever taken a look in the mirror and say, I'm a guy that drinks too much and maybe I should chill out? Well, maybe you should chill out.
All the thing I see when I look in the mirror is excellence. So when I wake up,
You and only you.
Well, I'm happy. I'm strong-willed. I know I'm good. Fuck all y'all.
I'm a strong American woman.
This beer has Cascade
I'm
hops.
proud
in
of
it.
you.
No, that's what you sound like. That was her impression of you, Todd.
Call it like you want to call it. I'm a fucking alcoholic. Don't want to put no extras on it. Bring it if you really want it.
Hey, I'm
Dr.
just happy
Seuss
you
is
didn't
in the
sing
house
that.
again.
All right, crowd's asleep. Thanks, Todd. Wake them back up. So this beer has Citra,
So late.
Cascade, Summit, and Simcoe hops. Liz might not like this one because the Cascade and the Simcoe are two of the hops that our LA girl over here doesn't like, even though they're West Coast hops.
But this
No,
is
I
low
like
cal,
the New
though.
England,
Local's
This
not
is-
any
this is-
like
but it's
more...
hoppy.
This is low-cal, yeah, but it is a hoppy for a low-cal beer.
yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, this is called Soundboard.
I don't like the hoppiness.
It's another one of the many different hazy IPAs that are out there right now.
So it has a taste of rabbit.
But I like hazy IPAs. I just don't like the typical West Coast, like the Lagunitas. You know what I mean? Like I don't like those. I like hazy though because it
Yeah.
kind of bitters the hoppiness down.
Yeah,
Like
it smooths it out,
yeah.
I like this one.
sweetens it down a little bit.
This is a good one.
I like this one too.
I like this one.
So it passed the Liz test, even though it's got Cascade and Summit in it. But it's got
I don't know
Citra.
what that is.
It's got Citra and Summit. Yeah.
So now a beer like this, they say it's low cal. Does that mean it's also lower IBU or lower alcohol, or is it just low calories is all they're focused on?
Well, that's a great question because the lower alcohol does equal lower calorie because a gram of alcohol is actually has more calories in it than a gram of a carbohydrate, which is crazy. So your low calorie beers are gonna be 4%. You're never gonna see a 10% low calorie beer. It wouldn't be made of anything. But like Jake, for example, you also your IBUs don't necessarily affect your calorie, but if you drive those IBUs up too much, it's going to be too bitter because you can't put a lot of sugar into the beer to begin with. And sugar in the form of barley, cooked barley equals the sugar water that beer turns into.
Calories.
All right.
And that's calories, yeah, exactly. So if you got oats in there and you got your grains, your Pilsner malts that are used for these hazy IPAs, and then you want to attenuate that so it gets all the sugar out. It's kind of hard to make a good session IPA. It's one of the harder styles to make. But I think they did a
Other
good job.
sauce is spicy.
I know. I love it.
Yeah, I love it too. It looks, yeah, it heated me up too. That's why I cracked that Weisenheimer so fast because I needed to cool my mouth off.
I warned you.
I like it. While you were gone, I made a hot sauce, and I just want to say now that it's past that, I can let the cat out of the bag. That is actually Mama's hot sauce from Sushi Pop in Winter Park, and I just mixed a little peanut butter into it to make peanut butter and J Pooper.
Nice.
In honor of you.
Nice.
But I made that son of a bitch too strong because I added stuff to it, and it was already hot. And that sauce is killer from them at Sushi Pop, by the way.
I'm gonna go ahead and tramp
What
that
the
one
fuck
because
is this sauce?
that
Wow.
salmon cheese dip.
Is it that hot, Liz? You've
The
been
salmon
out.
empanadas
we got her
had.
with it.
Got her with the sweet burn.
You got a
Swift
weird
burn.
threshold for hot sauces, woman.
That's a different heat, though. That's like
That's what I'm
different.
saying.
It's different.
What pepper is that? So we
I don't-
know how to hurt her.
That's
We
like
know her
Exactly.
weaknesses.
Her taste
got a
buds
hold of
tap
me right
into
there.
certain things that
Yes.
are hot, but
They-
other things
same
that are
with-
really hot get by.
I
Yeah.
feel like I want
So-
to touch my eyes, but I know I
Touch 'em.
shouldn't.
Oh,
Scratch
touch
'em, Todd.
touch the other thing,
Yeah,
Ben
yeah.
Gay.
Hey, that was you that did that. Tell us the story.
Yeah.
You never released it.
No,
You
we're
never
going to
let us
save
have
that.
it.
No, we're going to
dare
save
you.
that
I
for the
dare you.
year
I dare
anniversary
you.
show. I'm
Do
going
it.
to tell the story on the year anniversary show.
fucking
So
crazy.
you can hold that to me.
So you're telling me you're
Brando
gonna
just took
escort-
a finger lick of this hot sauce.
That's just good.
Yeah.
You ready to do shots of it? You ready to do, I got half a bottle over here. Who wants to do shots of this?
I'll do one.
Come on.
That
All right.
should be a bet.
Let's
That
get your
should
beer.
be a bet.
Let's get your.
I'll do the
Come
whole
on.
shot.
Let's get the beer
I am
bottles.
not doing a shot of
Let's
that.
up a little bit.
No,
Let's get the
sir.
beer. Let's get the
I
bottles.
just did a
Give
shot.
Liz.
this the hot sauce.
Liz.
That's
I'll
their
do a little
best.
All right.
splash.
So this is the bet sauce.
Yeah, it's
Throw a
the
little
best
This is
sauce.
the
splash
bet
in there.
sauce. Did they make a bet?
BYU UCLA.
No, but I'm good with this one.
You sure?
BYU
In the
UCLA.
beer?
Yeah, throw a little splash in there. Let's hot
All right,
sauce
so
it.
Todd has
let's not
about
get
an
crazy
ounce
here.
of beer.
Let's not get crazy. That's a little
Whoa,
much.
whoa,
Whoa,
whoa.
Danny, tip the hand, buddy.
My
Yeah.
lips are
All
chapped.
I like
All
it.
right.
So he's gonna drink.
I never
a
run away
sweet
from a
burn.
good time. First
Anything
of
that
all,
hurts Todd, I like.
He's mixing a chipotle pepper hot sauce by Swift Burn with
Holy shit.
a low-cal IPA from Distill.
the lactose should take the pain out of it, right?
Taking the pain away. There's no lactose in that beer.
I bet you that tastes good, actually.
I can't
Dude,
even
that
put
was like a
chapstick on.
Tell us,
freaking
Todd.
tomato
Yeah.
beer. It was like
Oh,
yeah,
a
Clamato,
Michelado.
Michelado.
We've got a bet.
That's what you're talking about. You have to
But
chug
wait.
one of those.
Yeah, we do, yeah. If
There's
when
more.
Michigan gets knocked out, Todd's going to chug.
There is more. I do got a little heavy burn on the tongue right now.
All right.
I feel every orifice a little burning. But it's not more than I can take. I got
I can't even put chapstick on my lips because they're like bleeding out fucking
what?
spit. I can't even think.
Wow.
That was hot. That was hot.
Yeah, you should
So
drink it.
hot.
It's like burning down. Like right now, it's like
Yeah.
just to the top of the sternum, and it's starting to get stronger.
Who needs chapstick? Hey, chapstick girl, get in here.
Chapstick Fairy.
Okay.
I
There
don't
actually
know.
is a girl with chapstick.
I'm not a hot sauce person at all, and like it was spicy, but like I'm okay.
Wow,
Like,
it
that's what I'm
didn't
saying.
get dirt that bad.
Yeah,
He wants a
that's
shot.
what's weird. No, I don't.
It didn't hit me that bad.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's what's weird about it because
He got pissed.
because Liz, Liz can eat a damn pepper. No, I mean,
I can eat hot thing. Like I can. This is like
Yeah,
I don't know
that's
what
weird.
pepper.
There's
what
certain
type
things
or,
that got you, though.
Like- my lips burn real bad.
Hey, I just took a shot, and you put a pretty heavy pour in there.
yeah.
That was nice. What did that taste like?
Right now, it's just like not having Persilic after 5 days. Like I'm getting a burn,
Oh, yeah.
but for me, that means nothing.
So that
That's I'm on Persilic, so I'm happy. I know I'm going to go home. I'm going to fart excellent. I'm going to do well.
Oh, Lord. Are you popping open a bonus beer? Or is that...
I do have a bonus beer. I do have a couple bonus beers. Yeah, you guys want to drink them now
Well,
or next
Why
segment?
No, we're okay. We're gonna let
Okay.
them marinate in the hotness. All right. So now that Todd has licked the sauce off of my hot meat,
whoa.
we're taking a porta potty break. Stay there because Liz is about to ask us what every guy has dreamed of being asked.
Still getting hot.
You're listening to the Ballbusters.
You're listening to Ballbusters. You're listening to Ballbusters.
Oh, man, do I feel good. The wings and the beer just coagulating, flowing through the system, Brando.
Amazing.
Oh, man. You're amazing as always with these beer selections. You know
Thanks,
that? We
dude.
are spoiled,
You are
by
spoiled.
what you bring to... You got the whole hipster community vibe you're bringing to us.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? What do you think, Todd?
I'm just not liking your hair.
All right. So, he's still not enlightened. I guess it's going to take a lot more beer, Brando. And you know what else is
Liz,
going to take?
eyes up here. Eyes up here, Liz.
Whoa, what are you looking at, Liz?
Todd's tits.
Oh, buddy.
Well, there has been a thing going on around here.
Do you have a question you want to ask Todd?
I got 5 questions I want to ask all of you.
Oh.
Wait, where's the... Do you have a pen? It doesn't matter. It's fine.
Put on your thinking cap. And on your buzzer. This is the Lizz Quiz.
So you know I come busting your balls every week with some questions you probably wouldn't know, but you should. Question number 1. Todd.
Oh, hey, Todd's coming off a really good week, though. He really is.
Yeah, you got it, what, two points last week?
I think so.
How many international goals has Alex Morgan had? 1, 113, 121, 96, 108.
Oh, okay.
Brando,
What?
108.
Yep.
Nice.
Are you looking on her notepad over there?
No.
Wow, that was impressive.
I mean, that number right there shows you the lack of competition. Men, the men are the leading goal scorer has 51?
No kidding.
Yeah, and Alex Morgan's played a lot less games than Lana Donovan.
International
Clint Dempsey.
games. So that means when she's with Tottenham.
Well, because the women in soccer
International,
are
I'm
actually
thinking of
tough.
playing with
and
the
they are
women's team.
good. They're
She played
game.
with
No, she played for Tottenham too. Yeah. All right.
had that many
Question
goals
number
for
2.
Tottenham.
Todd. This should be an easy one
Bad
for you.
student
Come on.
always gets yelled
Who's
at.
number 1 EPL?
Todd. Man City.
Yep.
No, you guessed Todd.
I would know that. I mean, I could tell you probably right through the top 6.
She was just saying Todd because he should know it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should
No,
have
I
known
know,
that
but he
Alex
guessed it.
Morgan.
Question number 3. You should know what Alex Morgan's doing because she's one of the finest women that's walking on this planet.
Wow.
You should know everything that she does and bow to her fucking feet.
Damn strong words by Liz Taylor.
You haven't seen Todd in a dress yet, though.
I don't think his fantasy football has either.
None of us have.
will. We will.
It's coming. It's
All right,
coming.
question number 3.
You know it's coming.
Who did Matt Prater get traded to?
Todd. God, is it? He went to.
Brando.
No, Todd.
He
Todd
went
gets
to.
it.
He went to L.A.
Nope. Brando. The kicker.
I know.
I mean, everyone else.
Steelers.
No.
Oh, that's a good guess. Though.
Danny, what do you got?
I don't
know
I don't
this.
have this
Did
one.
he go back to Denver?
Nope.
Oh, Baltimore then.
I'll go with the Chargers.
Think about the team who's signing a lot of older players.
Miami.
No.
Brando.
I mean, it's not going to count anyway.
over with. We all
I just
got
want you to guess.
Older Tampa?
Rams.
New England?
Kind of close to
I
the
said
Rams,
LA.
but not quite.
San
No,
Francisco?
No. West Coast.
Brando. Broncos.
No. Oh
Seattle.
my gosh, you guys. Cardinals.
Ah, fuck. That's right. Yeah.
Could you
I just
please?
read that, too. I don't know. It's
No one.
Wow.
Question number 4. So this is it's all football questions now. Emmanuel Sanders signed with who?
Oh, we know that's the Bills.
Yep.
I did not know that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I've been watching basketball all week.
And question number 5. Tyrod Taylor signed with who?
Todd.
Texans.
Todd said it first, though.
The Texans.
Todd said Todd
I'm gonna
first.
steal. With the steal.
Oh, Danny forgot to buzz in. You got to buzz in, Danny. You would have had that one.
Were you going to say the Texans? Okay.
No, I wasn't, but I'm going to say the Texans now.
Oh!
Okay, now,
there
wait a
should be
sec.
a half a point for each, right?
What are you
well,
talking about?
I think there needs to be some
the
sort of duel.
logistics are everything.
There needs to be some sort of
0.5.
duel.
0.5.
Well, we need a duel in place.
We
though.
need
No,
a-
you can't
we
give
need
him
another
0.5.
question.
They went. Todd was playing by your rules. Danny didn't buzz in.
Yeah, but
you
Todd-
got to give him full point.
Todd had
Danny.
openly
Danny's got to buzz in.
All
but
right.
Todd openly and stupidly admitted that he didn't have the answer correct.
That doesn't matter.
It's irrelevant.
Doesn't matter. Once he answered it, yeah.
Well,
Todd's stupidity
he
does not
buzzed
matter.
in.
But
Yeah.
but then for that matter,
I'm going to strike to move this motion from the court.
I mean, we know who earned the point, but it's okay.
Hey, if I dribble the ball off my foot and it goes out of bounds and you win the
earned the
game, that
point.
doesn't mean you get half a win.
I don't think anybody should get half a win. I think these two should duel it out.
Oh.
You want to thumb wrestle?
Well, there's to be
I
a duel.
can look up a random question right now about women's soccer that both of y'all won't get.
Yeah. There needs to
And
be
it's
a
still going to
tiebreaker.
be a duel.
A duel. Well, the women's
I feel
soccer.
pretty good at soccer. Women.
How about another football question? I'll do the. What if I do the tiebreaker?
All right, go.
Okay.
All right. This was from the earlier discussion about the Dolphins.
Oh,
Okay.
boy.
Where did cornerback Justin Coleman come from? Got traded to the Dolphins in free agents.
I'll go with Danny Detroit.
That is correct.
It's a good call. You got that one. It was a baited question, but I lost it.
All right. So that settles that.
That's it for the bonus questions.
What's the score here,
I
anyway?
settled the duel. I don't know where she's going to give. Where teacher's going to give the point to.
Does Brando even have a point?
Teacher's a little distracted.
You got
tonight.
one?
So Danny won this week.
What?
Yeah, he.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, because you got Emmanuel Sanders and the tiebreaker.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
So what's the total?
I don't know.
I got one.
I believe Danny is up by one,
Yeah, I thought I tied up with him last week or whatever week.
and you're down by maybe two, or Danny's up by
I'm
one.
down by a tiebreaker. Let's be honest. That right there just tie-breaked us.
We're going to have to look into the old episodes now.
Yeah. We're going to have to go through this during arbitration.
I really think that scrunchie's working for you.
You're jealous again. I can see it in your
I don't
eyes.
even like you anymore.
You love me. All right. Thanks, Liz, for making us feel stupider than the front office of the Steelers.
Hey now. Too soon.
We're about to walk to the sidelines, but stick around because up next, we're going to sperminate in a place that has a camera and porn lighting. You're listening to the Ballbusters.
You're listening to Ballbusters. You're listening to Ballbusters.
Back with the Ballbusters as we one cheek sneak into this next segment. You know what time it is, Todd. You know what time it is, Brando.
What time is it?
Liz knows what time it is.
TGS.
Hit the music.
It's time for Danny's feedbacks. Terminate, germinate, or sperminate.
All right, so we're going to keep this going with this whole marry, fuck, kill type of deal, okay? Now, we're going division by division here, okay? I'm just going to start naming 3 teams from each NFL division that have had some free agent moves, you know, and then we're going to decide just on their free agency, not on their overall team, but what they have done in free agency. If you're going to terminate, germinate, or sperminate, all right? You got to each put them 1 and 1, all right? It's going to be some tough
Are
decisions.
you going to tell us what the moves were?
I'm going to tell you a couple of the big ones. All right, so let's start here in the AFC East.
I'm
Buffalo
not much
Bills.
of a reader. I'm sorry.
No, we're going to talk about the multi-year contract. I'm not too worried about these one-year contract guys because, you know, it can have a little ripple effect, a little, you know, added chip maybe get you a little further. But we're going to talk about the signings that are probably going to stick with the teams, you know. All right, Buffalo Bills. Offensive linemen Williams and Feliciano 3-year contracts, all right? Trying to protect, hey, they got Allen over there. They can't, if Josh Allen gets hurt, Trubisky's coming in, all right? They can't have that happen, okay? All right, now let's talk about New England. They pretty much have signed everybody, but the main tight ends they're going back in the past 10 years ago. They got 2 top tight ends now, Henry and Jonnu Smith. You know, that's pretty big time. 1-2 punch is probably the best 1-2 punch. Offensive lineman again, Brown and Andrews. Defensive lineman, 4 players. I mean, these are starter quality linebackers. Cornerbacks, they are stocking up like they're going to take this division.
They made some big moves.
They really have. And then Miami traded for the tackle Wilson, and they got the linebacker McKinney and the flying V, Will Fuller at receiver. And, hey, your backup over there, Jacoby Brissett.
He's going to make a great Dolphin.
Here, fishy,
All right.
fishy, fishy.
So terminate, you don't like what the team did, obviously. Germinate, hey, maybe you're just going to need a little bit of time to watch these players develop and stuff. And sperminate, obviously, these players that they signed through free agency are going to explode, all right? I'll actually start off. I'm going to give the sperminate to New England. I mean, you can't sign that many players and something not happen. You know what? I'm going to give Miami the germinate on this one. I sort of like what they're doing. And the Bills, I think they have more troubles than just their offensive linemen. They could not run the ball last year. They need they need a game plan. They need to do something or get a really badass running back. So let's go with you, Todd. What do you think here? Terminate, germinate, sperminate. Buffalo Bills, New England Patriots, Miami Dolphins.
I'm going to go... I'm going to germinate the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins were aggressive enough, but they still have uncertainty at the quarterback, which makes you not be able to sperminate, right? Patriots, they have Cam, and they gave Cam a lot of blocking options, a lot of offensive options. I'm going to sperminate that. And the Bills, they never run the ball anyways, so I'm still going to germinate them. I don't see.
Who did you terminate?
I just can't terminate them. I don't think it's a bad move because they never run the ball anyways. How often do they run the ball? Never.
Liz loves this.
That could eventually become a problem, though.
Well, it became the problem on why they couldn't win against Kansas City. But I know, but they're not going to change. They're not going to change.
Liz wants to use logic and reasoning, but I think she's given up and just decided to laugh about the process.
What are some of the things the Bills should have done? I mean, they brought back their stud, Stephon, what is it?
Knoxville left.
Why am I forgetting his name? Their wide receiver. And Beasley's still there.
And now Emmanuel Sanders.
That's a good one.
I mean, what else were they looking at doing? I don't know, but
I think they brought in a tight end, I thought.
I don't know what they were up to. I mean, they were good last year. I mean, you can't do that. You can't play that sort of West, I don't know, like
they have
gunslinger
Diggs, man. What are you talking about?
Stephon Diggs. That's what I was trying to
Diggs, they have
but
Corey
how long
Davis.
does that last before you catch up to that, you know?
Yeah, eventually the game plan comes along. I mean, that was the problem with Kansas City in the Super Bowl. You're not going to run it. You're just going to pass it. Okay.
Yeah.
We're just going to defend you. Like, I mean, you got to at least have the
but you have to have the talent to defend
run.
like that.
Yeah.
So what did you say about the Bills, Todd?
They just
Terminate, sperminate, or germinate?
still going to germinate them.
Liz loves this too much.
Wait, so did Todd's game was germinate, sperminate.
Well, I know, but we're talking.
Let somebody else play against the rules against him, and he'll lose his shit.
Dirt. I understand that, but how am I going to terminate the one team that beat both these teams last year?
Because it's the game.
Yeah, if
pick
we tell
one
you,
for each.
If we tell
That's
you
the game.
3 ladies' names, you have to decide to kill one of those 3 ladies.
All right,
Marry
I
one,
guess
kill one,
if I
and screw
must, Willis McGahee is going to get terminated.
God, McGahee. All right. Someone over here save us. Over there.
I think I don't know the Patriots just because they went crazy, spent money, and then are necessarily going to get a team.
And dream team. We do remember this.
So
with the Eagles.
Yeah, I mean,
Is Cam Newton still their quarterback?
They re-signed him.
They re-signed Cam Newton for a year.
Oh God.
I mean, I see.
Who's their backup?
Stidham's not a Studham.
Who is
okay,
their backup?
Liz?
Who's the
Stidham.
backup for the?
I think it's Matthew McConaughey.
I think it's still Stidham.
All right.
All right. I think out of that, I think the Dolphins get the A+. They get the Sperminate for this trading season because they brought together. That's what it sounds like when a pack of them attack.
You asked for it, Brando.
It's dangerous, It's been a long time since people have said we're up against a pack of Dolphins this Sunday. What the fuck are we going to do? It's been a long time, but I think we're getting there now. Where that Dade County D is back. It's back, baby.
Most people don't live close enough to the beach to run into a pack of dolphins. So,
well, Todd, they don't need They don't. That's the thing about dolphins. You bit her in a swimming pool.
I'm
How do you know it's not in there in your shitter at home?
happen.
There could be a pack of dolphins.
I'm interested to see what y'all do with your draft picks. That's what I'm interested with.
They attack you. They can attack you anywhere. There's a body of water. Where do you think they would attack you at?
Bro,
From your toilet.
Their skin pigment is even worse than
Why you need
yours. They'll
clear it.
burn up. They'll incinerate. Be like touching the devil's land. Hitting.
Have you been on that devil's lettuce? I think he's been on the devil's lettuce, Liz.
I
I
do
think we
know.
all have.
Yeah, I think there's proof of it.
Oh, boy.
Liz?
Terminating the Bills.
All right, finally.
Finally, somebody's got the balls to do it.
Couldn't do it.
Germinating, I guess, the Dolphins and sperminating the Patriots.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
Patriots picked up. They
went
picked
crazy.
Up.
They
Yeah,
got a
did.
heavy load this weekend, huh?
Because they only signed Cam to a 1 year.
I know, but all the other signings were nice.
Cam,
think
I,
the
I don't believe in Cam Newton, but I just
I think the Dolphins won that
whatever.
one. That's what
Dolphins had good signing, but the
Sperminate,
Dolphins,
terminate.
Dolphins.
It was like a bunch of mediocre signings. It wasn't like
No, I wouldn't say that. They had good signings, but what are they going to do with
We got
them?
some A pluses.
I mean,
Oh yeah, we did. We got Will Fuller for the Texans. Deep threat, speed, breakaway speed.
Liz is not like this.
Listen, we got Malcolm Brown to strengthen up our backfield.
Ooh, Liz shaking her head again.
We got Robert Foster adding a lot of speed.
go Foster.
I mean, Jacoby Brissett is the modern day Charlie Batch.
Man, that's a pickup
it's a
of the
modern
year.
day brisket.
Oh, no. You couldn't even get her on the batch reference, and that's your last chance, Brando. Yeah. All right, let's move on to Liz and I's favorite division, AFC Central. All right, Baltimore, haven't signed too much. They got the guard Zeitler for 3 years. He's a good starting lineman, actually, for the Browns. Cleveland got a couple defensive backs with Hill and Johnson for multiple-year deals. And Pittsburgh, of course, offensive lineman Finney for a measly 1-year deal.
And Juju.
That don't count. He was already there. That's not a free
He was
agent.
a free agent,
no,
though.
that's an
He was.
expensive
No.
agent. I wouldn't
He
trust
could
him.
have gone to Baltimore for $1 million more, but he decided to stay in the city. So
I mean,
it's respect. It's loyalty. It's respect. Like
Pittsburgh
I
must
like
be
it.
a nicer city than Baltimore, then.
they're kind of both shitty cities.
oh,
Tough town.
Have you been to Pittsburgh or
Tough
Baltimore?
titties.
No,
Baltimore.
I mean, that's what I'm
Horrible.
saying. It's not
horrible.
on my travel destination.
All you have to
It
know.
should never be.
All you have to
Pittsburgh's
know.
nice, actually. I don't
It's
like the
nothing but
people there,
bridges
but the
and-
city's nice.
All you have to know about Baltimore is blue streetlights. That's all you need to know about Baltimore.
What's that mean?
Their crime situation, and I just know this from when we went there, like when we would go there on tour, is they have a street light system, like your street lights, like they have out light up the street when people are out.
Yeah.
They have a system there that if the street lights are blue, that means that you're in a high crime area, and they're like, lock your doors, roll your windows up, and drive until you see white street lights.
It's like in Pittsburgh when you see like boxes on the side of the corner, you know you're about to run into
It's all
Ben
you see in
Roethlisberger's
Pittsburgh.
area.
Like it's
You're like,
ridiculous. Pittsburgh is such a boring city.
tunnels.
It's
Jeez,
bridges
dog,
and
take it easy.
bars. Like, there's nothing else there.
Tunnels.
Tunnels.
Yeah.
Tunnels.
Yeah.
So you get
Tunnels to
tunnel
who knows
vision.
where.
The Andy Warhol Museum is there.
You know, maybe the Beyond.
Yep.
Or
Well,
Deshaun
I'm
Watson.
visiting Pittsburgh this May.
Are you?
Oh yeah, I actually am. Just a shit
Why?
there. Well, I can call it
are you
Shittsburg.
going up there to make a knife or something? You did some steel work?
No.
He's going up there to get a haircut, Todd.
Take a dump.
Just for you.
take a shit.
You don't
That's
go to
all.
Pittsburgh to get a
Pittsburgh?
haircut. Sorry.
He's
You
legit.
don't go to Pittsburgh for anything but a game. There's nothing to do there.
They put French fries and steak on their salads. There's plenty to do there.
Yeah, I
and they make their own
disagree.
ranch dressing.
I'm
It's
gonna
so
I'm gonna let you
And the
know
people
about
are
all
cool.
the cool stuff I did in Pittsburgh,
It's
Liz.
so boring.
No, I'm gonna have fun up there.
It's cold.
All right, so let's get on with this terminate, germinate, sperminate. Liz, let's go with you since we're talking about these Steelers and the wonderful city of Pittsburgh.
I'm very mad that we got rid of Bud Dupree. Like, he was J.J. Watt's, his basically his teammate. Like, they were like a team, and they would it's crazy. We got rid of, I think we're getting rid of Steven Nelson. We're getting rid of a lot of players, but we signed Juju again.
Bad.
I'm with the Pittsburgh Steelers, like, as honest, like, I'm going to germinate them.
No.
'Cause I don't have faith. Like, I don't. Like, we got rid of Bud Dupree. Like, Marquise Pouncey, he retired.
And Roethlisberger's not.
He should have retired, but here we go. 2 more years.
No
1 more
running
year.
back.
Yeah, James Conner is a free agent.
He wasn't even a good running back, though.
Like, I can't stand what Pittsburgh has been doing, but I'm going to say I'm going to germinate them right now because I'm a fan, and I hope that.
Emotions.
Well, just like when T.J. Watt was signed, everyone was like, "Oh, they're only signing them because he's T.J. Watt's J.J. Watt's younger brother," and he ended up being a candidate for Defensive Player of the Year. So I hope that Pittsburgh can draft just like they drafted T.J. Watt.
T.J. Watt's going to end up in Arizona.
No, J.J. Watt's in Arizona.
I know, but T.J. might come see him.
I think he just wants to retire there.
No.
Isn't Arizona a good place to retire? Low taxes,
So who are you
big
sperminating?
property,
I'm
swimming
out
pools,
of,
movie
out
stars.
of what teams? I only heard
Browns and
Steelers.
Baltimore.
Oh God.
Yeah, see what you just did to yourself? You got to sperminate Cleveland
Either way, you
or
got a
Baltimore.
dirty situation on your hands here.
Unless you want to play by Todd's rules.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll sperminate. I know, right? I'll sperminate the Browns and I'll terminate the Ravens.
Much
of
respect.
story.
Much respect for the team that destroyed her team in
I
the
know,
playoffs.
and it
That's
sucks,
good.
but like,
This is a tough one.
Trying to be honest.
Yeah, this is a tough one. I think the Browns, to be honest, with what they showed last year and how close they came to pulling that out. I mean, it was a couple of bad penalty and a couple of one or two plays that the Chiefs were able to scrape by him on that 3rd and 1 play where he dumped it over to Tyreek. Was it Tyreek Hill? On that 3rd and 1 play, or was it 4th and 1 and they went for it? Or no, it was a big 3rd and 1 play that secured it.
I know, with no Mahomes too.
Yeah. Wait, Mahomes was that's right. Mahomes was out at that
hurt.
point.
Yeah, Mahomes
Yeah,
got hurt
that was
that
Chad Henne, wasn't it?
That was Chad Henne threw a little lame duck, but it
was a
worked.
good throw.
Worked.
It didn't. Would it look like your piss rocket lately?
I haven't
Never mind.
kicked any of those in a while.
But yeah, the Browns. I mean, I think they're going to come back strong. The Ravens, man, they looked great. I don't know what they've been up to answer some of the issues. I think just getting Lamar Jackson. Man, footballs are. I'm already in on to other sports. Getting Jackson fired up again is going to be key. Getting him to throw the ball more, getting him some deep threats, I think, is important. I don't know what they've done with that, but I would say germinate the Ravens, terminate the Steelers, and probably sperminate.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I feel that though.
I'm
Yeah.
not far behind you. I would
We
definitely.
got rid of a lot of good players.
I would
I don't know what
definitely
the Steelers are up
terminate
to.
the Steelers.
I don't know.
We
Okay.
Steelers
All
are
right.
done.
All right.
Baltimore for me is kind of in trouble. They lost. They didn't lose. I don't know who they lost, but I don't think they did anything. I think the Browns brought in a key defensive player,
Couple. Yeah.
They just signed somebody
and they
again
brought
today.
in an offensive lineman. I think too, right?
With the big signings with the 2 defensive backs, I think they signed that one guy. You remember Tack McKinley? They only signed him to a 1-year deal.
Yep.
He was actually drafted by the Falcons, and if I remember his draft process correctly, he's the guy that got drafted in the first round. He brought a picture of his grandma on stage and started flipping out in an emotional. It was just a spectacle. So he's definitely
He's raised by-
crazy.
yeah.
Wears his heart on his sleeve, and I'm hoping that 1-year contract turns out to be many more years. So we'll see.
Emotion goes a lot more than talent sometimes, I think.
Yeah,
And you
it
see
drives
that
you.
with players. Some players come out, they might not be so great, but they're aggressive. Like Jensen, our center from Tampa Bay. Not the greatest guy, but if a quarterback or a tight end gets hit late, believe me, Jensen's going to be in there hammering people up. He's an aggressive person. I like that about him.
I think it just
I'm
found
still-
the Tack McKinley speech, if you guys
I
want to
am
hear it.
still
So
gonna.
that is the
I'm-
guy then?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought
I'm
it was.
sperminating the Browns. So that's it.
You want to hear from Tack McKinley? Is this the one? Is this draft day?
Yes,
About 3
draft day.
years ago?
2017.
Okay.
I talked to his defensive coordinator, Tom Bradley at UCLA, who I've known for about 30
That's
years.
what we do it
And
for,
Tom
man.
said he was going to.
Made a promise to
That's a
her and I
great
stuck
picture
to it.
there.
I made that promise, man.
He's pointing to a
I
picture
told
of his
her.
grandma.
Before she passed away, I was going to live my dream. I was going to go D1. I was going to get out of Richmond. I was going to get out of Oakland. I was going to go to the NFL. I made that promise to her, man. 30 seconds later, she passed away. And this is what I do it for. This is who I do it for, man. Come on, man. God damn.
The emotions build up inside of you right now.
That's
from your
Deion Sanders
grandmother.
talking to him right now.
It means everything, man. It means everything.
I think he drops an
I
F-bomb.
made a promise to her. Like I said, I was going to go D1. I was going to get out of Richmond. I was going to get out of Oakland. I was going to live my dreams, play the NFL. And I'm here, man. I completed the promise. That means every fucking thing to me. Excuse my language. Man, find me later, man. Find me later, man. This means everything to me. Everything to me, man.
I want you to do something for me. I love your passion. I love your intensity. But let's harness it and channel it in the right direction. Because if you can do that, ain't nothing can stop you.
Psychologist.
I want to say one thing. I want to say one thing about Oakland and Richmond. Where he's from is in the Bay Area, obviously, Oakland and Richmond. It is the most ghetto part, besides Compton, in California that you could ever go to.
That's what-
There's a lot of things that go on there that you do not want to be involved in.
I think Dirk cut some from prime times. Like, McKinley, tell your cousins to let me know. Come play for me at Jackson State. He likes that kind of passion. Deion's on that, boy. I like it. And that's a good cat. Browns, I'm sperminating him.
All right. Let's move on to the AFC South here. We got the Houston Texans, a multitude of 1-year deals. Why? Because it's just money grabs for these people. No one wants to sign a multi-year contract there. They did a couple defensive backs on 2-year deals and Tyrod Taylor for a little scab quarterback situation. The Colts, they didn't really sign any free agents, but during this period, they did trade for Carson Wentz. So we'll give them credit for making that type of move.
That's big.
And then Jacksonville, we got a good old Urban Meyer. He's got a bunch of signings, actually. Defensive lineman, Alu. Big Roy. Defensive backs, Shaq Griffin and Jenkins. And what do you think about Urban Meyer here?
Urban Meyer spells arrogance, spells condescending. He was a scumbag at Florida. He almost died with a heart attack because he's a piece of fucking shit. Nobody would have fucking shed a tear if he died right on the fucking field at Florida because he was a cocksucker.
Is that Mickey Ward?
Who is that saying that?
That's a professional analyst.
Yeah. That's analyst, right? Yeah. More prostate
All right,
talk
so
for
let's
us
terminate,
here.
germinate, sperminate here. We got the Texans, the Colts, and the Jaguars, all right? And also, we didn't bring up the Titans. I just decided not to, but that's where your boy Dupree went off to. So,
I know.
yeah, he's out there helping out.
Titans didn't
the
do
Titans,
too bad.
yeah, the Titans signed a few good.
They didn't do too bad,
Yeah.
Yeah, but they lost Smith. They lost their tight end.
They lost their running back, Derrick Henry. That's the whole team on the offense.
You say that, but how
Where did Derrick Henry go?
many big plays did Tannehill have downfield?
Where did do it?
Wait, where did Tannehill go?
Well, yeah, because
Tannehill went nowhere. But that's a big
because
part
Derrick
of them
Henry
is
was there
playing.
to offset that, Todd. You can't get those.
No,
big...
Henry was always he was the anchor that came in deep in the game after Tannehill made these plays.
No.
Henry would get
No,
shut
no,
down.
no, no.
I don't
Derrick
agree with
Henry.
that.
No, Todd, you're wrong.
No, Henry had his best. Henry was his strongest in the fourth quarter.
Just like every other team.
No,
Just
it's
like every
not.
other
because
running back.
Tannehill had already made those big passes.
Because he wear down the defense, and they get tired because
you
they can't.
don't wear a defense out in the first quarter. You wear a defense out in the fourth quarter.
Right.
That's right. That's when Henry is his strongest. Is what I'm telling you.
Same with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
But that doesn't.
Y'all don't have a running game, so what are you talking about?
So where's Henry
I'm just
going?
talking about fourth quarter.
Where is Derrick Henry going? Is the question? Because then we can test
He's
Todd's
not
theory.
going
We're getting off the wrong questions here. All right.
yeah,
Well, I
yeah.
just
Yeah.
mentioned Tennessee. All right, let's get
All
back.
right, so Tennessee, Colts, Texans, right?
No, Texans.
No, we're going. Yeah, Texans,
Jaguars,
Colts, and
Colts.
Jaguars. Yeah.
Okay, Texans, Colts, Jaguars.
It's an easy sperm.
I'll start. I would sperminate the Colts. I think Wentz is going to have something to
Wow,
prove.
you got a lot of faith in Wentz. I
Yeah.
like this.
Well,
All right.
Look how far Rivers took that team. That team's
I got no
some
problem
talent.
with Wentz,
Valid.
actually.
Yeah, that team's got some talent. So I think we're going to see the Colts. I mean, that's your biggest thing there. I think the Texans are troubled. They've been trading away everybody. You don't know what's going on there. Tyrod Taylor's going to come and try and hold that team together. Deshaun Watson may or may not play if he can get off the toilet after taking those big dumps from lefties. Am I secretly getting a sandwich sponsored by lefties? You guys don't know. Maybe I am. I'm sure talking about it a lot.
Those prostate punches he's been taking.
Yeah. Right. Oh my God.
Oh, nice.
Well, that's a great name for a sandwich. The
Yeah.
prostate punch.
Yeah.
Is your prostate enlarged? Have you tried punching it?
I'm a female.
Females. Oh yeah, they don't have.
Make
prostates
sure
at all,
you
do
have
they?
a professional masseuse that knows what she's doing.
When
to
you
do
say
that.
masseuse,
The ones that Deshaun Watson's going to.
when you say masseuse, it sounds better. Massage. The guy was his massage didn't really like him very much. That sounds better than the massage parlor. You know.
I don't think he was at a massage
Masseuse.
parlor though. He was
Anyway,
anyway. Yeah.
Colts sperminate. Terminate the Texans.
Yes.
Germinate the Jaguars. Yeah, that's an easy one for me.
I'm gonna sperminate the Jaguars.
I
That's
like
what I was
this.
going to say.
I
I
like
hate you.
this.
I hate you.
I like
I
it.
hate you.
I do. I mean,
Idiot.
They're due.
they're not due, but they're always. They have good
As
passion.
a what's it called?
As
the
a
team. What's
So
it called?
who's-
Like when you make a team in a new city as a what? Like what is it?
franchise or
No.
expansion.
Expansion team.
Yeah.
Yeah. As an expansion team.
They're not
Yeah,
an expansion team. They've been around for a long time. They've
Okay,
had
who's
more
gonna
success.
quarterback?
still an expansion
Who's going to
team.
quarterback this Jaguars team to success?
Oh, what
Trevor
do they call him?
Lawrence. Are you
Golden
kidding me?
showers, sunshine.
Trevor
whatever?
Lawrence, brand new, is going to come in. Is going to just pop into the NFL and carry.
I
the
know,
team.
but where did
What about
where
Tua?
where'd T.Y. Hilton go?
What?
T.Y. Hilton left the Colts, and I believe he went to
The Giants?
Did he go to the Giants? No,
No,
Giants.
Galladay went
Giants
to the
got Galladay.
Giants. Yeah.
Galladay. Yeah.
I don't see it for the Jaguars, bud.
I don't know. I'd say the Jaguars. Who do they play?
You want
Who do they play? They play the Texans.
You want to put another?
They play They play the Colts.
You want to put another Michelada on the line on this?
Oh, Michelada. What happened to that Michelada from the other week?
I know. I'm getting off
That is
easy here.
Michigan and Gonzaga are both still in the game.
Oh, that's what that was. Okay.
Yeah. So when Michigan drops out, Todd will shotgun that Michelada.
Okay. Michigan.
And has to take the 650
Michigan.
from Liz. 650 millimeters.
We're
from
saving
Liz.
that for the 420 show.
Michigan. Gonzaga's gone before Michigan.
Yeah, good idea, Danny.
Yeah.
Did we already decide that?
We're gonna have it's gonna be a whole So you're gonna want.
I'm gonna bring my dab
rig
rig too. My dabs and the dab rig.
All right,
Yeah, a lot of bets are gonna be paid off that show.
I agree.
Yeah.
So I'm sperminating. I forgot the Jaguars, and I'm gonna terminate the Texans because they just seem to be full of bad moves. In the Colts, I can germinate them. They got a chance. I think they made good moves, and they're gonna do good. But I think Jacksonville overall made
gonna have
the
a better
biggest
record.
moves.
Jacksonville's gonna have we're biggest moves. Okay.
Yeah.
They did.
Okay.
They had
We're
the biggest
judging the
moves.
free agency period.
Jacksonville had the biggest move. I mean, Wentz is a good move, but judging off it's the last 2 years, who knows what you're getting?
Maybe it's the coaching.
Yeah, I think it's the coaching.
And Frank Reich was his OC out there. In Philly, so that's
right.
why he likes him a lot.
That's right. He's gonna be playing with his old OC.
You want to
that what
weigh
you
in
call
on
your
this
balls?
one, Liz?
I'm gonna sperminate.
I do, yeah. Call him the old OC.
I'm gonna sperminate. Jacksonville. Yeah.
All right.
Trevor. I believe in Trevor. I think the whole hype about him.
It's a
like
hair.
everyone's.
You got the hair.
Do you think he's beautiful?
Oh, he's so ugly though.
Really?
He's so ugly. He's so.
Did you like
that
Spicoli
nose
and
he has. Like he's so ugly. He has like a long face. Like it's disgusting.
Horses have long faces, and women love them.
You're a special
The
one, Todd.
Texans, I'm going to germinate, and the Colts, I will Colts, I will terminate.
So you don't like Carson Wentz? That's what you're saying?
No,
Wow, no faith in Carson Wentz
I don't.
here.
He sucked in Philly, like no,
Even
no.
when the river doesn't
Very
run
strong
through it.
takes on Carson.
You guys are so off. It's going to be fun laughing
We'll
at
see. I mean, you're over here
season's
wearing a
It's like Andy
Jason
Dalton
Taylor
going to the
jersey
Colts.
to the
I'm with Brando. I'm on the Carson train.
Yeah.
Carson car.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call
We've
it.
got the ball busters are split. And when the ball busters are split, there must be a bet.
All right, little Carson Wentz bet.
Yeah.
All right.
All
no,
right.
not a Carson
Carson
Wentz. Who
Wentz.
does better? Who goes farther next year?
Yeah.
has a
Carson
bigger
Wentz or
turnaround?
Trevor Lawrence.
Or the over and under of Carson Wentz.
Ooh,
If the
that is
Colts,
good.
All right.
No.
if the-
Do the over under
hear
of
me
Carson
out.
Wentz.
Hear me out though. If over under, if the Colts
Yards.
don't
Passing
make
yards.
the
Yards by the end
the
of the season.
AFC Championship next year, the Colts was a bad deal. Because they went heavy they did good in the playoffs. They got their first win, and they fell short. Right?
Wasn't
so
Jacoby
the only
Brissett
way they
on the
could
Colts?
advance was to get better. If Jacksonville gets into the playoffs,
Let's just
It's a
pretend I was
successful
going to
year.
entertain this cockery that you're speaking. What do you? Okay, so what are your?
I'm saying
What's your margin for the
I'm
Jaguars?
saying, how far did the Colts go last year? They went to
They lost to the
Bills.
They lost to the
Yep.
Bills.
Yeah.
So if they can get past that game in the playoffs next year, they're a success.
Past the first round, yeah.
Past the first round.
And where are you
But-
putting the Jaguars? Just
But
getting
if
in?
Jaguars make the playoffs, that's a bigger success.
I would agree with that.
That's what I'm
If
saying.
that
I
happens.
think Jacksonville has a chance at the playoffs.
So Colts pass the first round, Jacksonville automatically in it.
I think.
We're
for
setting
me,
ourselves up for
the
a moot
Colts,
bet,
The
though.
Colts need to make
'Cause
the championship game for me.
But
for it to
both
be a
these teams
success.
could not do that very easily, and then we got no bet. And we have to wait till the end of the season to settle.
All right.
Let's
Yeah.
go first game yardage. Wentz versus
Oh, that's.
Wentz versus Lawrence, and just call it that way, because then that's a bet that
I'll
we can
go with
measure.
Lawrence.
First game.
I thought you just went with Wentz.
I know. I'm with Lawrence.
He's been with Lawrence the whole time. He likes his hair.
All right, so who's with Wentz?
Sunshine.
Me.
These two douchebags.
Wentz.
Oh God!
You've been here the whole time, Liz. Literally.
Who's Wentz gonna
standing
throw to?
right next to me.
Exactly. I'm all for
Prescott?
Lawrence.
Okay.
I'm all for Lawrence.
All right.
Like who's going
You
for
guys-
Wentz?
We are.
I mean, we're talking
The ball
total
busters are
yards
split.
here. I mean, we're talking
Are we coming up
running
with the
yards,
punishment?
everything, right?
We come up with the punishment later, or we're going to decide on it now? Is it a pepper challenge? No pepper challenge. Is it a good old fashioned?
How about
dildo
a
hurl?
650 milligram gummy?
Oh, my
We already
Yeah,
have that.
You should have had that
I
one.
know.
but
I haven't
ate
even
it.
seen
No,
it. But I mean,
no. Let's just Carson Wentz to bed. So whoever loses this bet has to wear a diaper.
Okay.
Yeah, let's keep it simple.
There you go.
Right?
A diaper on the show.
Yeah, diaper.
Okay.
Because you're going to wet yourself.
that'll fit your hair.
I'll take that as a compliment. All right, let's move on to the AFC West over here. Los Angeles Chargers. Is that the city they play in? Who cares?
Yeah.
Offensive lineman Feeler and Lindsay, multi-year contracts. They're trying to protect their investment. They got a young quarterback. What do you call him? What's his name?
Who?
The young quarterback for the Chargers?
Chargers?
Hibbert or some shit. I don't
Herbert.
know. You make up crap.
Herbert.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Herbert.
He always says Hibbert. Yeah.
The
Herbert.
Las Vegas Raiders
Bear.
also bolstering up the offensive line with Martin and Good, multi-year contracts. Also the same in Kansas City, offensive linemen Long and Thurney. So, hey, all these AFC West, or at least those three AFC West teams, adding 2 chips to the offensive linemen. Oh, and bursting news, Andy Reid's bikini body. He's working on it. Come on, Liz. One day he's going to look like you, Liz. One day Andy Reid's going to look just like you.
He'd probably be a sexy sumo wrestler.
We'll give him the little hair tie up here. All right, so let's do a little terminate, germinate, sperminate. All these offensive linemen. I'm going to go with the Chargers with the spermination here because you got to protect the young quarterback. The Chiefs, I'll give them the germination. And you know what? I think the Raiders are in a lot of trouble. I'm going to tell you the truth. They need more than just offensive line help over there. Gruden's getting way in over his head. I like Mayock. He used to be over there total access NFL Network guy, the draft guru. But I don't like what he's signing. He's signing a lot of one-year deals. Like he can't get like good multiple-year contracts. That tells me something's not quite right. They might be kicking him out the door. I don't think they're going to kick Gruden out the door. He's got that $100 million for 10-year contract, but I could see them moving on from Mayock if he doesn't start making.
And he
these
might not be
picks
happy
work.
either there, because it could be there's a logjam with Gruden or something, or there's a logjam someplace else. He's bringing in good talent, but it's just not getting sperminated.
I'm going to go ahead and bukkake John Gruden and the Raiders. They're done. John Gruden.
Wait, bukkake is a high form of spermination.
I know, but he seems to only do well when he comes into a system that's already established. He came into the Raiders. He hadn't been able to establish nothing. He got rid of Amari Cooper. Why? Why would you send him to Dallas? I mean, he got rid of it. He's made a bunch
Amari
of bad
Cooper
decisions.
couldn't catch his first year anyway.
Well, he wasn't playing for Pittsburgh. Take it easy.
Oh, wow. Damn, Todd's on it.
What were the other 2 teams here?
Chargers and the Chiefs.
Chiefs, I'm going to sperminate because they brought in a tackle to help Mahomes out.
Riding with Mahomes.
And Chargers just ain't ready yet. They got a couple years to go. I'm going to germinate them. They're on the rise. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see them do real well, but I still, as their signings, not as impressive as Andy Reid restructuring Mahomes' contract. Like they restructured his contract so they could bring in some more players. They could re-sign Tyree Hill. They could re-sign Kelsey.
Like, did you take a pay cut?
No, they just restructured, so it's going to be on the long end.
Okay.
They just push it off. Once they get you into a contract, they can change the whole structure to it. And I think that's why the Chiefs win. Chiefs are set up to win again. They're set up to be right back in the same game.
You can't stop
against
Mahomes.
the Bucs next year.
All right. What are you thinking, Liz?
Terminating, not Oakland, I guess Las Vegas. Definitely sperminating the Chiefs.
Okay.
And I guess germinating
the Chargers.
Yeah,
the Chargers.
That's a team I never even think about. Like,
yeah,
I literally, like, when I watch football, I'm like, oh, I forgot the Chargers were a team.
Yeah.
I literally, I don't think about the Chargers ever.
Well, but what
ever,
about when
ever,
Phillip Rivers
ever,
was
ever. I still didn't.
What about back when? What was that super speedy
No one remembers.
running back they had? Man, that dude was so badass.
LT. Tomlinson.
Oh, yeah.
Was it?
LaDainian
LaDainian
Tomlinson.
No, I wasn't thinking
yeah.
of LaDainian.
Yeah, it was.
Yes, it was.
That's not who I was thinking of. You don't know what my brain.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was another guy.
LT.
What was that dude? He was smaller. He was smaller than LT. Not LT.
Oh, you're thinking of freaking Sproles.
Yes.
Sproles.
Devin Sproles. Devin Sproles. Yeah.
Yes. That dude was nasty.
Yeah, but he wasn't half of Tomlinson.
Tomlinson was amazing.
Dude, Tomlinson
That was like the ending of
You're not
the,
half a little
that
boy.
whole team.
Whoa. That's
Yeah.
a good thing because I'm a man.
All right.
In your own mind. I'm going to have another sip of this beer before I give my answer.
All right. So we're going to wait for Brando to sip the beer. He's thinking about the many nations.
That's a good Pilsner.
Germ, sperm, and term.
I'm going to germinate. I mean, when you got to sperminate the Chiefs, so let's just get that out of the way. All over Andy Reid. All over his belly. As he's rubbing Twinkies on his nose.
What about Brett?
You know what I'm saying? Get slow down, barbecue sauce. Slow down. Everybody chill out. Everybody relax. I just want everybody to relax. We're having a good time.
It's just a white barbecue sauce.
So there's that, and then there's the Chargers, which are going to germinate, and then obviously you got to terminate the Raiders because things just look topsy-turvy over there.
All right. Sounds good. Let's move over to the NFC. All right. The East. Dallas. Hey, they got Dak. Not only did they get Dak, though, they also signed 4 defensive players. All right. Because obviously they had like pretty much the worst defense in the league. The Giants got a couple defensive linemen, Odenigbo and Williams, multi-year contracts. And hey, those Washington football teams, whatever. A wide receiver, Samuel, from formerly of the Panthers, and they got cornerback Jackson III, multi-year contracts, and my spirit animal quarterback. Yeah, because it's Ryan Fitzpatrick. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I don't like the way you're bringing Orlando into this, all right?
No, there was no Orlando. It's
that's
all
our song.
Fitzmagic. Yeah, these about Fitzmagic.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Fitz tragic.
Oh, come on.
Shut your mouth.
No, he's gonna be
After
backing
all
up.
he did for the Bucks.
He's
Are you
gonna be
pissed off
backing
because
up
he doesn't play for the
McKinney.
Bucks anymore?
He's
You got to
gonna
look
be
at
backing up
Tampon Bradley's
McKenzie. No,
butt.
I know
You've
what
been
he
running
did.
that as special cream.
Where's the
Whatever,
tampon?
but you can say he's great, but they got rid of him because he actually is a negative towards your team. He wants to be the starter.
He's
he doesn't
better
want
than a
your
wounded
younger
Alex
players to develop.
Smith or a dislocated shoulder Heineken.
Heineken's going
He's
to be
an
the one to win it.
improvement.
So
All right.
Heineken
So who you want to terminate?
was
Terminate,
awesome, but he's got a
terminate here.
shoulder issue.
What do you want to do? Todd? Cowboys, Giants, football team. They really need a nickname.
I'm gonna sperminate the Giants. I'm gonna germinate Washington. In Dallas, I just don't know. I mean, they always seem to be They just always seem to be terminated. I'm just
You're
done
going
with
to terminate Dallas?
All right.
Jeez.
Yeah.
He doesn't like the Dak signing, I guess.
I'm doing the opposite because I think Dallas is
Because you
still,
want to win.
Because I want to. Yeah, I think Dallas is still going to win that division.
Can he even run? Are you sure?
But I think I don't think
Has
they would have
anybody
paid. I don't
seen
think
him
they
run?
would have paid him that
Actually,
much
I did,
money.
yeah. He
I
was.
don't think anybody. I don't think a guy. Even though Jerry Jones does like to throw money around, I don't think he would. No, man, he's got to be good. Nobody puts that kind of money on the line. That guarantee was huge. I think that was the biggest guarantee. It's like 128 guaranteed, something stupid like that.
How much did he waste on Romo?
Right, I know. But
And then he retired.
history doesn't necessarily mean that Dak's going to suck because Romo did.
Yeah, they have no offensive line to protect the guy. That's the problem. They didn't bring in
they-
offensive line for
They
him.
do need to work on that. That's
I mean,
that's
if
a factor.
you have a wounded soldier back there now.
Yeah.
I mean, and you don't upgrade your offensive line?
I still think he's the top quarterback in the division, though. I mean, you got Fitzmagic coming in and Washington looks great.
That's hard to say after seeing
no
that
doubt.
break.
But, I don't know, man. I think Dallas takes that division. The Giants are on the rise, I think, though. They looked promising last year here and there. So I would sperminate Cowboys.
Galladay.
Germinate. Probably germinate Giants and probably terminate Washington.
I don't know, man.
I don't want to do that because Fitzmagic is the greatest backup quarterback.
Yeah, I'm talking about, right?
He should be back with the Dolphins. I'm still not over that yet. I mean, come on. I mean, anyway,
Mr. Heartbroken.
let's not talk about
You
that.
are a natural-born warrior.
Well, I think we need to bring in Deshaun Watson, and then now Watson finds the beyond part of Bed Bath and Beyond. Where's he at?
That's why you should trust the Dolphins. They knew better than to go after Deshaun Watson. That's why they know that Tua, they've done their homework. I think Flores is on
They
point.
visited
with
the
Tua.
spas.
You realize that you go round and around with yourself on the Tua subject.
No, I think Tua is
We
your
could have
answer.
a whole show of you arguing with yourself, and I would love
I'm
to
sure.
see
I'm
Dirt
sure.
program
Next
that.
week on the Ball Busters.
I can debate
Todd
myself.
versus Todd.
Everybody wins on that one.
All right, Liz, what are you thinking about this NFC East here?
Terminating Washington.
Really?
Yeah, no.
Damn.
I'm going to germinate Dallas.
Terminating the Giants.
Yeah. And terminate the Giants. Yeah.
Terminating the Giants.
They had a lot of good signings so far.
All right.
They have.
All right. I guess with the
Their free
Galladay.
agency, they have had
Galladay
some
was
good
a
signings.
big move. I thought we were getting Galladay.
I know, but if they get the running back,
We're going to go for a big wide receiver
Oh,
and a cornerback.
Saquon Barkley.
That's my
but if
prediction.
they don't, they still got Gallman. I mean, they're
Galloway.
good. No, but they got Gallman as their backup running back
Gallman,
who
yeah,
got
yeah.
off the last.
They don't have Van Ginkel, and we do.
Laces out.
Oh, Lord. All right, let's go to the NFC North here. The Bears, the Chicago Bears, they don't need Trubisky. Why? Because they got the red rifle. Minnesota Vikings, defensive players, Tomlinson, and old man Pat Peterson going to the Vikings, trying to help out Minnesota. All right, and Detroit, one of my favorite teams. Wide receiver Perriman, Williams, tall receivers for quarterback Goff. And the first free agent moves for brand new coach Dan Campbell.
We're going to kick you in the teeth, all right? And when you punch us back, we're going to smile at you. And when you knock us down, we're going to get up. And on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off, all right? And we're going to stand up. And then it's going to take 2 more shots to knock us down, all right? And on the way up, we're going to take your other kneecap, and we're going to get up. And then it's going to take 3 shots to get us down. And when we do, we're going to take another hunk out of you. Before long, we're going to be the last one standing.
It's horrible.
And the whole scenario is worked out. He knows exactly what happens in life. All right.
It sounds like Australian, like a actual bunch of gang of dogs just.
His wife
slowly
have bite
eating
marks
people.
on her?
Yeah.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, Lord. All right, Liz, you want to lead us off here? The Bears, the Vikings, the Lions. Lots of free agent moves happening here. What do you think? I mean, that's a lot of moves for the Lions, to tell you the truth. You know what I mean?
Terminating the Lions.
Oh, man. Dan Campbell doesn't like that.
Sperminate, germinate, you can choose. I don't even care. These teams I don't even care about.
Doesn't even care. Brando, do you care about
Bears.
these teams?
Bears, I mean, I think Andy Dalton might get a little spark going. Here's why. Well, here's why. The Bears, that's all they believe in, man. They're the Bears, the Cubs, of course, but I mean, the Bears football, dude. They've got a quarterback coming there. They're going to get excited. They're going to rally around this guy. I mean, he might have a good
vet.
I mean, all he's got.
He's not good.
I think that's the best. Well, okay. Well, who's the best? Goff and what? So it's Goff and what the Lions did. Or it's what the Vikings did. What the hell? The Vikings didn't do anything.
I forgot Goff went to the Lions, actually.
Yeah, just a couple defensive
I mean, if you had to start Goff or Dalton, who would you start?
Goff.
Stafford.
Thanks for answering the question, Todd. As usual.
I know, but that's the thing is Detroit got rid of a great quarterback.
Yeah,
think he's
but
And Chicago, I mean, is Nick Foles not still there?
no one cares
Well,
about him.
I know, but nobody cares about that much as your little Red Rider guy either.
I like him because he went to Arizona.
But who's not to say Chicago's in the mix of maybe get up a Fields as a quarterback in the draft? They could possibly get Fields.
Nah, they'd have to trade
Anybody
up to
could-
spot 3
Well,
or
that's
higher.
it. They're setting
Well, anybody
themselves
with
up
top
because
round.
Dalton is not the key. And neither was Trubisky. They
But I
got to
don't
get
know
rid of that.
I don't know that we can say that. Dalton at the Bears with the team, with the rally, with the fans,
I mean,
playing at his height versus Goff playing at his best with the Lions. I think the Bears take that. I don't know. Dan Campbell's. I mean, he did great with the Dolphins. I mean, he was a great coach when he stepped up. But also, I think there's some stuff that Campbell's brand that he does that he lacks. I'm drawing a blank on the Bears coach right now, but he's got a lot more experience, and he's a good coach. Even though he's got some issues with Foles and whatnot, but he's a solid. I think he's going to outcoach Dan Campbell in the long run. I don't know about the Vikings. What did the Vikings do? They pick
a couple defensive linemen.
Yep. Yeah, I'm sticking to that.
I'm taking
terminating the Vikings, sperminating the Bears, germinating Lions.
Okay. Todd?
Till Campbell gets more experience.
I'm gonna have to sperminate the Bears.
Agreeing with me. Smart.
I'm gonna germinate the Vikings, and I'm gonna terminate the Lions. Just there's no
They picked up Goff.
upside.
They picked up Goff.
You shut me down when I was trying to talk. Anyways, I was gonna pick them teams before, but you just interrupted me.
All right, let's move on to the NFC South here. Todd's favorite division. The Panthers sign offensive linemen Irving and Elflein, defensive players Riddick and Fox. All right, they're spending their money. The Saints, hey, they just got famous Jameis, who is the lamest, to take over for Breeze, right? And now Tampa, hey, they got the defensive players Barrett and Levante David back on contract, and Tommy's targets Godwin and Gronkowski.
She wanted me to spike a football between her butt cheeks. I would have a pleasure spiking a football between butt cheeks.
I'm going to tell you, I'm sperminating the Panthers. They're moving up. I think they're going to pass up the Saints and the Falcons. I'm thinking the Panthers are getting a wild card, and it's because of these free agency moves. All right? I'm just letting it. That's all I'm telling you. I don't care about the germination or the termination. You better look out for the Panthers, Todd. You didn't even know in your rearview mirror.
I think they're the number one to get Deshaun, and I think they're going to still go after him.
Oh, that'd be unbelievable.
Nobody's going after him.
I think they will.
He's stuck in Texas.
Yeah, I don't know. That price tag's dropping.
That price tag is dropping. That might have been the move.
I think so, too.
Yeah.
There's some conspiracy stuff going on.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. Well, what do you know, Todd?
If I'm going to take a team out of that, I'm going to take Atlanta.
All right.
Atlanta's going to be.
They weren't one offered, but okay.
Yeah, Atlanta's going to win it. Atlanta's going to be better than last. All right. Well, if you have to do it, then I'm going to go with St. Louis. Not St. Louis.
I love this. No, go with St. Louis.
New Orleans. Tampa really didn't sign anybody. They just retained people.
Yeah.
Panthers, they're going to be good. I just can't take any team other than the Bucks. So
I think I'm going Panthers with that move too, especially because they've been charging hard for Deshaun, and they've been the most vocal about it. And I don't think Teddy Bridgewater is the answer that they want over there. They haven't said anything. They're still saying Bridgewater's our guy, but I think it's because they have to.
Yep.
But the moves they've been making are aggressive. I think they've been showing we're hungry.
I thought
So that's why
left.
I would terminate the Panthers too.
What are you thinking, Liz?
Earth to Liz.
Ground
Come in.
control.
So between the Bucks, the
Bucks,
Panthers,
Saints, and
Atlanta.
Panthers. Yeah, Panthers.
Oh no, the Saints.
Should have been
Yeah,
between
yeah.
Atlanta.
Saints pretty much got Winston, and the Panthers got 4 players, 2 on the
But
offensive
Winston
line.
has
do
been
the
there.
Saints still have the
Winston's
But it's a
Taysom kid?
takeover. Oh, of course, yeah. He
So
he makes more money than Winston.
I'm gonna definitely sperminate the Saints. Like Alvin Kamara is still on the team.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm and everything else is irrelevant. I'm gonna.
They lost
Saints
Emmanuel
all day.
Sanders.
He's old.
Well, we just sperminated the team he went to earlier.
Okay. Well, he's old.
That was earlier, Todd.
All right.
Don't bring up things.
She changes her mind very
That
quickly.
was
I'm a woman.
before.
The final division, the NFC West over here. The Arizona Cardinals got the old veterans J.J. Watt and A.J. Green, right? Very interesting.
And Matt Prater.
All right. We'll throw the kicker in there. Kickers are people too, Liz, yes.
doesn't
He's
kick
a good kicker.
He doesn't
He's
kick
really
so
good.
well at low altitude, though.
All right. San Fran got the offensive lineman, which they actually had last year, but he was supposed to go to another team.
They paid him good.
They
didn't
did. Old man.
Isn't
I
that
think
the-
he's like 33, but
Was
yeah.
that the one that got the highest in history for a line?
Yeah, for a tackle, I think. Trent Williams is who they traded for last year, and actually they got Alex Mack too, and he's a real good center. And the defense, they got Mosley and Abu Kaman. So hey, they're making moves. Niners are spending money, and the Rams. They got linebacker Floyd and the trade for Stafford, whose new nickname was acquired shortly after laying eyes on Coach McVay's girlfriend. That's right,
Oh, man.
Matt Stafford. Oh, he's ready to go. He's ready to sperminate right now.
He's fired up.
Yeah.
I thought it was Jared Goff that did that.
Yeah, but see, that's the whole thing. McVay thinks he has this, like, church choir boy Stafford coming in there. First thing Stafford did, alpha dominance.
Yeah.
Made a joke right about the girlfriend out of the game. I'm just letting you know.
Oh, wow.
I mean, that's what I would do.
He's like, yeah.
If in the same situation.
He just walked in
Hey,
with a
what are you going to
boner.
do? You're going to get rid of me now? You just traded for me, dude.
Yeah.
Your girlfriend's hot. I'm going to fuck her. What are you going to
Yeah.
do? I'm your
Yeah.
quarterback.
Do you like my elephant trunks?
Yeah, and you're going to watch.
Can I be a quarterback?
As long as you don't have elephant trunks.
Jeez.
That'd be terrible.
All right. So what's going to go on here? Liz, tell us about this. You know about the Cardinals well.
I like the Cardinals, even though they signed a few vets. I think that I feel that J.J. Watt, if he stays healthy, he'll be good. I'm gonna sperminate the Cardinals.
Okay.
A.J. Green, like a bunch of vets, on both sides. Like I just feel.
They got a lot of experience to do, but I don't know that Kyler Murray is the answer over there.
I like Kyler Murray.
I do
he's,
too.
He's a scrambler. Like
But he's
I like him. I do. I
But
can't.
is he
vulnerable?
I hate.
Is he your quarterback
I hate the
answer?
fact that I
Yeah.
like the Cardinals, but I do
Why?
because they're not that good. But I believe in them. like
Yeah. Some of us
they
suffer
have
from
the
that.
talent. They just don't use it.
Some of us from Cleveland feel that way too.
Are you from Cleveland?
Sorry to hear that.
What are you doing with the other teams?
What were the other teams?
Rams.
Oh, Niners.
Niners
and the Rams.
Yeah. I'm terminating the Niners and I'm germinating the Rams.
What are you thinking, Brando?
Sperminate the Rams. I think they're the toughest team to beat in that division. They're going to come out hard, looking for. They're going to come out hard looking for it. You know what I mean? Stafford's going to be coming out hard looking for it. The Niners, they're out there, but they're running around. They don't know what stadium to play in, going back and forth over the bridge.
Their quarterback's always hurt.
Quarterback, yeah, we don't know what's going on with the quarterback situation. And the Cardinals, I like the Cardinals. I bet on them a lot last year. I really did. I think they had a great operation. I thought they were going to go a lot further. So I'm going to germinate the Cardinals, sperminate the Rams, and terminate the other team that I'm forgetting.
All right, Todd. It's up to you.
I'm confused.
Any
with what
love for the
teams we're even
Niners here?
talking
Or
about.
we're talking Niners,
I
Rams,
like
Cardinals?
the Niners. They got Kittle.
We're talking about the free agency moves.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know what any of those teams is. I'm going to sperminate Arizona because they did get J.J. Watt. They did bring in Green. They got a lot of options over
And
there.
Prater.
Yeah.
You can't leave out the kicker.
I mean, he does have the longest field goal ever.
Does he? I thought Janikowski did.
No, Janik. No, he ties. He has like a 64-yarder.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He beat the great half-footed. What's his name?
Yeah, for so many years.
Dempsey.
Dempsey. Yeah, Dempsey. Well, he had like a little horseshoe on the end of his shield. Like he went to a horsemith. Yeah.
Did he have a deformed foot?
No, he had gotten gangrene or something and lost his foot, lost part of his foot, so they had to amputate part of his foot.
So he had a deformed foot.
No, it was cut off, so he had like a flat butt here.
So he had a deformed foot.
No, deformed is when you're born that way.
Yeah, he wasn't
It's not
deformed.
deformed if it was medically removed.
Yeah, he was
Sorry,
handicapped,
Dr. Todd.
I guess.
And
Well,
we didn't know.
I mean, there's a Webster's dictionary.
Yeah,
I'm saying.
still.
I don't know
Yeah,
if that's
he just-
correct. Well, let's check the dictionary. on that.
When something forms in the womb, if it doesn't form correctly, it's deformed.
Also, if it's maimed, it's deformed too because it's not the correct
it's
form.
not. It's called disfigured.
I didn't know.
Again, Merriam-Webster. There's lots of dictionaries out there.
I'm glad you're here for me, Dirt.
For once, Dr. Todd and
Well, anyway,
our producer agree.
I'm a part-time podiatrist. I don't know.
A volunteer.
Lord.
Please
Let's
You're a
go
volunteer
on
of
here.
every.
I'm still
everything,
sperminating
Todd.
Arizona.
All right, good for you.
49ers are, who knows what they're going to do. Really?
Nothing.
They didn't make any moves. All I got sperminate.
Okay.
Cardinals.
All right.
Way to be on top of things, Todd.
Is that your last division, Danny?
Yeah, sure is.
What does anybody know what's going
Did
on
we
with
miss
with
Seattle?
Wilson? With Wilson now? Where's Russell Wilson?
I think
He's staying in Seattle. Yeah.
I never believed that from the get-go.
I don't think it was.
You'd have to give up so much to get a guy like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, why?
I was just curious because every team that they said that he had picked in his no trade clause, he picked 4 teams. Every team that he picked has already made a move that pretty much rules him out. So that's why
I would say no when you think of Chicago. Chicago's still in play.
Well, see,
Dalton's not a starter.
But they did say a few days ago that Chicago made the biggest push. They offered a bunch of stuff. They don't really say, the exact details, but it wasn't enough for Seattle.
I got you.
If you've already come with that, unless you're going to really, you still got up to like draft day, I guess, but once these teams, like if you can't get Russell, then that changes your complete way you're going to attack free agency and money. You can't sit around. You got to be right on it. So
you got to know far enough in advance in order to sort of plan out what your moves are going to be. Because every time you see a move made by a pro sports team, no matter what sport it is, like they've had something in the works that told them that was going to happen months in advance, or otherwise you miss out on everything else you could have done if you didn't know that guy was attainable.
Yeah, Russell produces for Seattle. He's going to the Hall of Fame. If you can't get rid of him unless it's like a ridiculous trade, which the other team, if you make that ridiculous trade, then you just strip down your future and probably current players to. It's just going to end up with the same win-loss total.
Yeah. I see that he set himself up, maybe not for this offseason, but for next offseason. He let everybody know, hey, I'm not real happy here. So if things get sideways, next year plan for me to make a move. That's kind of how I feel that he played it. That he was not serious about leaving, or he was pushing it on management for Seattle to do something to make him happy.
You might just want the right coordinator in there.
Yeah, he needs a whole offensive line. That's his problem. He added some
I love
blockers.
Russell, but he runs around. He causes a lot of those.
He
sacks
runs
on his
around
own.
because he has nobody to protect him.
They need to get him some protection. It's so true.
I heard a theory, too, that they said that they think he might be trying to make a statement to management that he wants Pete Carroll to be more accountable for what happens on the field.
If not, then guess what he's going to do next year?
Pull a Deshaun Watson.
Bye, Mr. Wilson. Bye. He's out of here.
Yeah.
I'd be
He's gonna
interested
get
to
gobbled
see
up by somebody else.
I like to see when these quarterbacks go
Maybe
to different
Tampa
teams.
Bay.
It'd
Maybe
be fun.
Tampa Bay takes
Yeah, it
him
would be
next year.
fun.
I don't know.
All right. You know what? Hey, I'll
The
root for Tampa.
Rams.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
No, they're stuck with Stifford now.
Oh, yeah.
And they're done. That's who I would terminate. I don't like what they have done. I'd terminate the Cardinals. They're old players, and Yeah, sperminate the Niners. They're the ones spending the money. You know what I mean? That whole division, any one of those 4 teams can really win the division.
It's an open division, yeah.
I mean, that's probably the most even, unless you count like the shitty East, NFC East.
NFC.
Because they all
NFC
suck.
East.
You know what I mean? But as far as NFC West, good teams, and the worst team in that division probably has the talent to be in the playoffs, but just, due to whatever is going to happen next year with injuries and other moves.
Yep.
It'll be interesting.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Now that we've collectively bukkakied multiple NFL teams, we're going to clean up, and we'll be back with the Drew Brees-esque send-off. You're listening to the Ball Busters.
Yeah.
Farewell.
You're listening to Ball Busters. You're listening to Ball Busters.
All right. Before we get out of here, any last words? And any celebratory breeze?
I'm like thinking about Leonard Skinner now.
Freebird?
No.
What?
They call me the Breeze.
Oh.
All right. Brando?
I miss you, Drew Brees. I miss you already. I always wanted you to sign my footballs.
Well, you had the chance.
Are we giving him?
When you had Coach Saban in Miami, he had the chance of getting Breeze or Culpepper.
Oh, God.
Yep.
I'd still take Culpepper.
Was it Dante Culpepper?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'll give you extra points if you know what college he played for.
Oh, my gosh. This is a good one. Liz, geography. Where are you?
Can I have 3 guesses?
No, I just gave you a good clue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, he played for Florida?
Well,
Close.
Florida State?
Wrong. UCF.
Closer.
Culpepper and
Central Florida.
That's
Oh.
right. UCF.
What's
He
their
was like
their mascot? Oh, like
Knights.
the Gold Knights at that
Gold
time.
Knight. No, who is it now?
Actually, at that time, I think they were the Nitty Knights. Now they're the Gold Knights.
Oh, I thought they were.
Or
Yeah,
now
they
we're
don't
just
get-
the Knights.
They were
I
the
know
Golden Knights
nothing
since
about
1977,
Central
and they just dropped Golden. Now they're the
No,
Knights.
I
So
thought
Golden
they had
Knights and Knights.
another. I read something that they had another term
I thought
before
you
they were the
didn't
Golden
read.
Knights. So
My uncle went there in 1980, and they were the Golden Knights then. So
Can we get a soundbite of him saying, I don't read things, and then him saying, I do read things? This is going to be exciting.
well, it depends on what kind of pictures are involved in what I'm reading.
If there's pictures of pudding pops, you keep reading, don't you?
But Breeze is a blessing of football. He's been a great guy. As a Buccaneer, he's always hurt my heart more than we've been able to beat him. He's always just. Besides this year, this is the first time we had a chance at him, and he beat us 2 out of the 1 time. We went 2-1 against him.
2 out of the 1 time.
No, we went out of 3 games. We went 2-1 against him, and we won against him in the playoffs. Sorry, you're right. I did get tripped over my tongue. You know? Do what I mean, not what I say. Okay. All right, there you go.
Whoa!
But Drew Brees is
Figure that one out later.
He deserves everything he got. I mean, he's a legend. He's going to be a Hall of Famer, first ballot.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, I'm happy to give him a send off, and I was hoping he would play another year.
Give him a round. Give him a
Like Roethlisberger.
No, Roethlisberger.
Yeah, why do you want the
She's
guy to
trying
play?
hard.
Why do you want the guy to play another year? Give Taysom Hill a chance.
I mean, is Roethlisberger
or let Jameis Winston have his opportunity because the guy he can.
He's
sling
already had his opportunity.
Yeah, all right, fair enough. So
No,
give Taysom Hill an opportunity.
times.
But he had surgery done on his eyes.
Have you ever played for Tampa
He
Bay?
has
A lot of
terrible
times
vision.
you got to go
Winston.
for
Have
broke.
you ever
Winston.
played for Tampa Bay,
I don't
Todd?
know how you.
Well, they
Are you a vet player or something?
they refused to sign
he
my
played in the parking
contract
lot.
I gave
It's
them.
a lot
Right.
lizard.
I'm like, hey, I will be an excellent water boy. I mean, I can give you all I got out here. Just let me refill your water bottles. And they're still like,
You'd have that
you
grin
don't
on
fit the profile, sir. And they shut me down. I tried.
I'll clean
Maybe
your
you should
cups.
try and keep your hands in your pockets next time.
You should have been the streaker. I'm
Well,
still very
first of all-
disappointed in you.
First of all, they
We're
weren't
counting on
hiring
that.
for a position of Deshaun Watson. I'm like, they didn't need a professional ball cleaner. I mean, that's
God. This is getting worse and worse.
prostate.
Liz, any last words about Mr. Breeze?
I enjoyed watching Drew Brees. 'Cause, like I said before, I grew up and he was like the up and coming quarterback, you know. And same with Ben Roethlisberger, Aaron Rodgers, Peyton Manning. I'll miss him. I just think a whole new generation of football is coming once, you know, Roethlisberger, Rodgers,
Tom
they
Brady's
retire.
never dying. I mean,
Tom Brady, yeah. Can't forget about him. And I'm excited to see what football has to bring. So, but I'm still sad. It makes me sad. Did you read his, or did you see his
eulogy?
Yeah. Not his eulogy. No, not his eulogy. I'm like, yeah.
Kind of was.
Bursting news. Drew Brees is
dead.
It's your NFL
No,
eulogy.
his
Yeah, yeah.
retirement thing, it got me. I
Kinda
cried.
weird, yeah. It's like
I cried.
It's like, man, I didn't realize you were so great, and you are.
Yeah.
And now you're not going to be here no more.
Damn it.
But I'm going to get to see you, and yeah, it's kind of a eulogy.
It's like
it really is.
a happy,
He's going to be announcing.
sad
It's going to be better. He's
thing.
going
Like, like Tony Romo?
Yeah, it's
no. Tony Romo never won shit.
Yeah, but he's an
but he's
announcing.
an announcer.
Drew Brees might be pretty good.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see.
Sorry.
Who they team him up with.
I mean, you just can't compare.
I don't think
Romo
he's going
with-
to come back to be any coach, like a quarterback. I don't think any of that.
I hope we name this episode Todd is a True Blonde.
Oh, man.
It's better than being a natural born wanker.
All right. He had to
It
get
took
that
him a minute, but he
MPW
dug
in
dug
there.
up a good one.
That was good.
I wasn't sure if his brain was just going to fizzle out or.
I promised I wouldn't tell you that wanker was one of the throwaways when he was writing his bit this week. So he's had that in his back pocket all night.
That's not the only thing in his back pocket.
Wanker was one of the suggestions that Heather and I threw to him for the Deshaun Watson story.
He's a natural born Watson.
He's a natural born. That's
Synonymous.
a good one too. That's I didn't even think of that one.
Well, on that note, for our producer, Dirk, Big T, Little I, the guru of good brew, Brando, our star player, Liz Taylor, I'm Danny Feedback, your lesson of the ball busters. Come on!